And we are good, man. What is good, guys? Hope you guys are having a great night. Welcome into the stream, guys. As you guys know, we did take over the New York Giants. This is kind of a built on story where we basically started out as a college coach. We took over Mississippi State and then decided to see if we could build them into a program. We were very successful. We were able to get them to 10 wins pretty much every year after that first year. We also were able to win a national championship. Let's go is right. Yes, sir, Dylan. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're having a great night, man. But now he's going to make that big time move to the NFL. And as you can see, guys, we are at that cut point. So we are currently trying to move around some players. A guy that I'm really not interested in keeping, a guy that I had a lot of hopes for. What's up? How you doing, Kentucky Wildcats fan? Good to see you, Colton. Appreciate the heartbeat, bro. Thank you so much for the support. But yeah, one of the guys that I was very disappointed. I'm a Giants fan, so I know this team pretty thoroughly. But Jalen Hyatt just not getting it done. So what we're gonna do, we are not gonna cut him. We're gonna see if we can trade him off. If we could find somebody, that would be huge. We are going to make a couple trades to start off this season, though. So right here, we're going to see. It looks like really the only offer we have is this right here. And due to salary cap, we are not going to be able to get it done. So it does look like we are going to cut Jalen Hyatt. So that will be a oh, I almost cut the wrong guy. So that'll be someone that we do decide to get off the team. But not only are we going to cut him, we're also going to go in here and we're going to fix this the way that it is supposed to be, man. Let's go ahead and give Odell Beckham his number that he so deserves, man. He is not going to be number 4 for us. He's going to be number 13. We're putting Odell Beckham back. Madden kind of fun this year. I think it's fun too. I'm not going to lie, Colton. I kind of like it a little bit better. I'm going to be honest with you. I played it the other day and I felt like it was a little more polished than college football. And I'm a big college football guy, so the fact that I'm saying that obviously huge. But we do got to trim this roster down some more. So let's go ahead and look at some more of these wide receivers. Someone like Xavier Gibson, he's fast, but he is 25, so we might keep him around. Whereas someone like Isaiah Hodgins, who's a little bit slower, is a player favorite person. But I do kind of want to go ahead and just cut him off the team. He's not going to get a significant playing time for us. Barrios, another guy, he's older, not really interested in keeping him on the team. So it looks like our wide receivers are going to be Malik, Darius Slayton, Mooney, Austin Fields, Beckham, and Gibson right there. So wait a minute. Where'd my guy go? Yeah, Malachi Fields. So Malachi Fields, yeah, me too. I like college football better than NFL, though. Madden's just a better game. It is here lately. I'm not going to lie. Ever since college footballs came out, they have definitely got a lot better. Also, right here, we've got Isaiah Likely. We've got Theo Johnson, and then we've got Manhurts. So we're probably going to get rid of this dude. We'll actually put him on the practice squad. So he'll still be on the team. He's just not going to be super invested right here. Also, a guy we should have cut years ago is Zudu is off the board, man. Get this dude off the team. This dude has not been very good whatsoever. And then as far as left guards go, we've got two guys right here. We got Runyon, we've got him, and then we've got Stinney, who is also older. We're going to go ahead and get him off the team. Like I said, a lot of veterans going to get kicked off of this team right here. We've got Maui. I'm surprised that they have him at right guard. I kind of thought he'd be a left or a right tackle, but you know what? That's fine. Another guy I'd like to see off this team right here is Evan Neal. So we're probably going to cut this dude, or we'll put him on the practice squad. But I do want to see if I can get a deal done with Evan Neal. Would love to see Evan Neal pretty much just get traded away, see if we could get something out of him, although I don't feel like we're going to get too much. And yeah, nobody really interested, so it looks like he may survive. We'll go back to him, though. He's definitely someone that we will look to move. So right here, right guard, what we'll do is we'll add him to the trade block as the season gets on. And then, of course, we got Bo and Elamunor, both very good players. Honestly, Elamunor, pretty good. We got a left edge, no, honestly, not our best. We got right edge right here. Plenty of those. We got Carter Burns and Thibodeau right here. So a very interesting thing right here. Right edge. I kind of feel like one of these guys should be the left edge, and I feel like Kayvon should be that guy. So what we'll do really quickly, we'll move him over to that left edge really quickly. Not sure why they've got everybody starting on the same side. A little laziness. What's your trade logic at? Right now it's just on base, but I'm not. I like to make it as realistic as possible. So I'm not gonna sit here and try to like gut out the CPU. So we're gonna move him to left edge right there. I think that's gonna balance us out right there. because we've got plenty of guys on the right edge. We need some left edge help right here, so we'll get Kayvon on the left edge. We'll get Carter and Burns right there. I honestly feel like Burns should be an outside linebacker in my opinion, but it looks like we're plenty well there. Got a lot of veterans as well as Darius Alexander right there and some more guys right here. We'll move some of these guys, like I said, over to that practice squad, but we still got a lot of cuts to make right here. A 32-year-old, going to get him off, as well as this 28-year-old. Probably not going to see the field a lot, so there's really no reason. Another 28-year-old, but we've already got two veterans right here, one at 32, one at 35. Really need to focus on getting some youth in, so I think Fotu right here going to get cut as well. I put mine on easy. Yeah. You could definitely do whatever you want. Like I said, this is kind of like that sandbox, so you're able to. It says that we have no Sam linebackers, which is why it doesn't make sense that our right edge is not right there. So we're actually going to put him at that linebacker spot really quickly. Not sure why I'm having to go in and do this. I feel like this should have already been done, but you know what? It is what it is. So we'll put Sam right there. Save that change really quickly. Get us a Sam. Basically, get everybody that we want on the field playing. I think that's important for us right there. Brian Burns is going to go to the Sam linebacker position because we didn't have a single Sam for some reason. But now we do. As far as Mike goes, we got Edmonds and interested. Why is he at... This is so wrong. This dude's supposed to be a middle linebacker. Like, I know this team in and out. This guy is a middle linebacker. Not quite sure what's going on right here. We will get into some gameplay, though. Let me get this right really quickly. Let's save that. Put him at Mike. Let's get all this set up. I'm a little disappointed. I feel like this should kind of already be figured out. So let's go back and look at that really quick. Like I said, guys, I know this part might be a little boring for you guys, but we are going to kind of get into that season right here. So there we go. Got our two linebackers. Then for our wheel, we got Arvell Reese. And then right here at cornerback, we are going to make our first big-time, or not big-time, but we are going to make a trade. Right here, Deontay Banks is going to be sent off somewhere. We'll see exactly what we can get for him, though. So we are going to see if we can get a good offer. Better team is Dallas. You're probably right, but you know what? I am a big New York Giants fan, if you couldn't tell by everything. Also, guys, how we feeling about the glasses tonight? Had to give my eyes a rest. And here we go. We got a couple guys that are interested in making some trades. We could go for a lower-rated cornerback, or we could go for someone that is really just a little bit better with a 7th-round pick. With that dev trait, that's why it's getting it. But I do want to sit here and look at this really quickly. Let's see what this player looks like before we make the trade. So 88 speed, pretty decent man and zone coverage. Press is all right, acceleration. But I'm very interested in the awareness. So not awful. Play recognition at 74. Roger McCreary. I think that's cool, but we're going to drop that pick right there. And I think what we will actually do is we're going to send a draft pick. And we will send a future 6th-round pick. So I think that's a fair trade. I noticed the glasses for, yeah. Both are, man. Texans are the better ones. I got you. So this is what we will do right here. We're going to submit, and this is going to be our first trade that we do make. They are going to accept it right there. So Roger McCreary going to come over to the Giants. We are going to get rid of Deontay Banks, a player who just really hasn't worked out. A lot of people not a big fan of him. So right here, we are going to get somebody that is a little bit better on the depth chart. We've also got our Darius Washington, but Colton Hood definitely going to get some playing time as well in the slot, along with Mr. Drew Phillips right there. And then as far as free safety, strong safety goes, let's just cut some of these players that aren't going to see the field. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. We still got to get a few more people. Someone like this right here, let's get him off. Jason Pinnock decides to come back to the Giants. And as far as kicker goes, we've got one guy. So we're going to have to make 3 more cuts. I get Madden on Monday. Are you excited for it, Sexy Dicks? Long snapper. Let's take a look. So we got our long snapper. So the recommended right here. So we're going to have to go through and make some pretty tough cuts right here. We're rocking 2 quarterbacks. Honestly, 3 running backs is pretty good. I wish I could put him on the practice squad, but it's not going to let us. Patrick Ricard at fullback, and then here we go at wide receiver. So someone like Xavier Gibson, he is a bench. He's just going to not make it, unfortunately. Do like his speed, but again, just not enough right there. So we're going to rock with these wide receivers. Yeah, doing a franchise. Yes, sir. As far as tight ends go, we really don't need that third tight end, I feel like. So what we'll do is we will cut him, and that's going to leave us with one more cut to make. Right here, we need to keep about 10 linemen. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we have 10. So honestly, not really wanting to move too much right here. But honestly, I think it may be time to part ways with Evan Neal, Mr. Burger Flipper himself. And there we go. Future hangs in the balance. Work through a new contract with McCreary. Yes, sir. So let's go ahead and look at this. Negotiate contract. So he's wanting a contract, but what we're going to do instead is probably just wait. So I just don't see the point in it. Also, guys, what we will do is we'll go ahead and upgrade some of these players. So you see some of these very, very good players for us right here are going to be able to get something. Interesting that you're only able to get 2 right here, run stopper and pass coverage. That's kind of interesting. But obviously run stopper, let's get in the run stopper up. Let's continue to upgrade that as we move along. Abdul Carter, another guy right here. And honestly, very interested, something like speed rusher, which he's already pretty decent at. So we'll go ahead and get that right there. Wow, you look so, it's the glasses, bro. It's the glasses. See, you're used to seeing me like this, but I'm blind, bro. I'm like negative 375. So I actually look like an old guy tonight. I'm not gonna lie. I look old tonight. Orville Reese. The fun thing is I did play I played a preseason game, literally the very first play. What is Jackson Dart's overall? I believe it's an 83. He got an ability slot. That's nice. Colton Hood right here. Some of these rookies, I kind of want to get better as we go. I do feel like we're going to play a mix of man and zone. How you been, though? I've been good, man. How are you doing, Gio? Good to see you back in here. But, yeah, Logan. Jackson Dart, I believe, is an 83 on the base. I feel like they kind of hurt his overall. I feel like he could have been better. But, again, we are going to make him better, so it doesn't really matter. Right here, physical receiver, obviously want to continue to build into that. If you guys are unfamiliar, if you guys are Giants fans, there's been very good reports on him. And right here, we're just going to delegate the rest of these, let these guys get figured out. We got an injury report, though, so Juju Smith-Schuster, Harris, and Orlowski going out with injury. Some of those guys already had it right there. We're not going to worry too much about it, but we are going to go over to the depth chart really quickly. And there you go. Okay, my bad. 77 overall. His speed was 84. I told you wrong, bro. Yeah, they kind of did him dirty. I felt like he was better than that. Scattaboo sitting at an 84. Really love to see that. As far as wide receivers go, Malik Neighbors at 86. And what we're going to do is we're going to move Odell right here. We're also going to move Malachi Fields right here. And then as far as these two guys, I think Calvin Austin or Darnell Mooney and Calvin Austin and Slayton will be our slot guys. So that's what we're going to do as far as that goes, guys. How have you been is the question, bro. How you been doing, bro? Life treating you good right now? Anything crazy going on? Slot wide receivers. So, yeah, we'll put Mooney, Austin, and then instead of Fields, we're going to put, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Slayton. So, there we go. That's going to be our slot. So, I do like that a lot. And then for third down running back, I want, yeah, Tracy. A lot of people don't like Tracy. I'm a big fan of Tracy. I think he's a pretty good ball player. For left guard, we got Brian Burns. And then for right guard, we're going to do Abdul Carter. But Thibodeau is going to be that rotational piece that we do put in. So we're actually going to move this around like this right here so we make sure that Thibodeau is getting as much possible time as he can. As far as these two, we're going to roll with these. But Hood and Phillips are going to be our slots. So we will go over to our slot cornerback. Make sure that all of that is figured out. You starting Tracy over Cam? No. Cam's starting, but Tracy is still very good. He's had 2 or 3 1,000-yard seasons. I feel like he's really good. So we got Phillips, and then we got Hood. So they got it exactly the way we wanted it. So beautiful to see that right there. And then I feel like everything else is good. So, yeah, Scattaboo will start. He's just going to be our third down running back. I feel like they're disrespecting him, though. He is very good. Can you go to Justin Jefferson? Yeah. Let me go to Justin Jefferson. He is on the Vikings. Let's see. Now, some of this could be a little bit different just slightly because we have sim through the preseason. I do my Commanders rebuild. I think you got going to be better this year. I hope so, bro. So here is Justin Jefferson. I'll pull up his player card. 91 speed. He's got the X factor, obviously. As far as abilities go, He's got double me, short in elite bronze, route tech silver, deep out elite bronze, and then that one's locked. Tell Dart to slide. Nah, we running with that thing. So that's where we're at on that right there. We'll go to the weekly hub, get ready for week 1 right here. Pretty much happy with all of that. So we will go ahead and advance the week. I will say I do like the new layout. I think the layout's good to go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good to see you, King Gucci. What you doing, brother? Hope you had a great week right here. We're actually about to get into the very first game. Some of you guys might have to help me with some of this because I did take a break off last year. Why is it Hood starting? Here we go. Said about, well, Colton Hood. We'll keep depth chart as is. Let's see. Speak with Hood. So here we go. Says, I'm competing like a starter every day, coach, and it's showing on the field. I'm ready for that role now. I want to take over. How are we handling? Steady roll. Limited roll, keep bench. We'll do steady roll. I was hoping for more, but I understand I'm ready when my number's call. What kind of opportunity should I expect? Okay. So promised at least 200 down play this season. Cowboys week. This week's matchups, Cowboys, CeeDee Lamb. We're going to let them delegate that right there. I also like the little pop-up. I think that. What's up, Jakari? Good to see you. Love the Giants. Yes, sir. ERT. Me too. If you can't tell, I even have the New York Giants blanket on, guys. Went all out for the New York Giants tonight. You can see the Dart jersey behind me. I got some Dart trading cards on there as well, guys. Huge fan of that right here. Which rookies we'll see? Will we see in April's draft right here? Choose the draft class you want to use for this season. We're going to keep the auto-generated. Could be the next big deal. I'll hand it, but I'm getting a deal done. Likely costs more than you're expecting, so probably not. We did trade for him, but obviously we'll go ahead and upgrade those. Build the board right here. Hire scouts. We're going to delegate that, like I said. We'll let them figure that out. And then we're going to go ahead and get into this huge matchup. So big first matchup. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Play the moments. We're going to play the full game, guys. And we are on all Madden, so we are playing on the hardest level possible right here. Let's see about our uniforms, see if we've got anything cool coming up. We got the current home away, the alternate classic, and we're going to rock these, honestly. I like those. Let's get it, guys. Let's go. What are we thinking, guys? Do we win this first game against the Cowboys? I did see some Cowboys fan in here talking about how they were the better team. We're about to prove it right here. We're going to see which team is better. This is 27. Yes, sir, it is, King Gucci. 27, Madden 27, baby. Also, guys, if you're interested in a horizontal view, check out the link in my bio. You can get that through that link. So if you guys are interested in joining there, that is an option. But right here, we got Lawrence Taylor hyping up the crowd. Jackson Dart getting hyped in the tunnel, trying to lead them to a big victory. He is currently 1-0 when starting against the Cowboys. So that is nice to see. We'll see if he can get it done, though, right here in MetLife Stadium. Opening week right here. They're rocking as they run out of the tunnel, and this is a new-look offense for the Giants. We're going to see them LT. Wow, yeah, that is really cool. That is cool that they added some. Second season as head coach, 7-9 last season. We're going to see if we can start him out at 7-10 right here. First season as an NFL head coach. Last season was 4-13. So obviously a lot of room for improvement. Is this Coach Marcus still, guys? He was the coach for the Mississippi State Bulldogs. We were able to win a Natty in college, and he got the call, decided to move up to the next level. We'll see if he's ready for this opportunity or if it's going to be a little too big for him, as we're going to take the opening kickoff right there up the field. A nice gain as we get down in very good field position right here. We'll see what we can do, though. Jackson Dart, obviously. I got the Dart jersey on right now, man. We're going to see if he can make that second year leap that we hopefully have kind of bought into and thought that he could do. So how did you get your college football coach at Madden? There's an option where you can make a college coach from Madden. You still have to name him, though, so I'm not a big fan of that. But, yeah, that is an option right there. So that's what we did. I think it actually gives you some cooler stuff right here. And like I said, guys, not very familiar with the playbook. We'll see if we can get something done right here, though, as Neighbors honestly want to audible him to this right here. We're going to have to keep an eye out to the left side, though, because it does look like the pass rush is coming, but the motion is going to set it off a little bit. So here we go. Malik Neighbors getting open late, and Dart going to find him for a first down, and that's going to be the first down of the year right there, and he's already in severe risk of injury, so we're gonna have to go look at those sliders and fix that. Hopefully we don't miss anybody. Flip the play to no, okay, you want to flip the play, so that's something new, I believe, too. You could flip plays. There's actual coach suggestions that are right there, even with the numbers advantage. Only gonna get a couple yards right there, 2-yard gain on the play, but honestly gonna have to get some momentum going on this drive and set this tempo. Ran over downs. Yes, sir, we did run over downs. Love to see that right here, though. Going to see what we could do, and we got pressure, but it doesn't matter. Dart going to get it to a fan favorite, a legend himself, Mr. OBJ, getting a catch. So Dart staying in the pocket right there, able to, whoa, you're Giants fan, Chrome Dog. Yes, sir. If you couldn't tell, I am a huge Giants fan. We're going to snap the ball right here, trying to get some running with Tracy. And again, this Cowboys defense doing a very, very good job of stopping the run. We've tried to run it a couple times on this drive, only been able to get a couple yards, I think 2 the most. But right here, we'll see what we could do as we are going to pull it. And it looks like Dart's going to take off and run. And he's got the edge still on his feet, refusing to slide and getting the first down with his legs. He did not learn anything from his freshman year. Joey, what's up, man? How you doing? You get a new follow. You're a Giants fan. Appreciate it, KTM, man. I imagine you're a Giants fan yourself. How do you feel about the team this year? There we go. There's a good run. Cam Scadaboo getting up the middle, and all of a sudden, after a couple passing plays, the run game starting to soften a little bit on this first drive as we get our biggest run of the day. And right here, we'll see if we can continue it as we're going to go with the RPO to Theo Johnson, who tries to make a man miss but gets tackled, but he is going to get a nice 6-yard gain on the play. And that is going to set us up really nicely here. 2nd and 4 on the 6. A very, very good first drive to start the season. And we'll see if we can get it in the end zone right here. Cam Scadaboo tries to, and he's at high risk as well. Very interesting. We're going to have to fix this wear and tear. Going to shock a few teams this year. We're winning week 1 versus the Cowgirls. Man, I hope so. I really do hope so. We'll see what they can do, though. Trying to find a good play that I like right here. And honestly, probably going to go with just something simple like this Z spot right here. Maybe we can get something going. I hope so, bro. I hope we can just get to 500. I'm not going to lie. R1 right here, going to audible him that. They are going to be sending pressure, so we're going to have a quick read. And right there, getting it to his man into the end zone for the touchdown. And the Giants going to go down their new addition, Tavon Austin. I believe that's who it is. Or Calvin Austin. Let me get it right in a minute. Is going to get their first touchdown, and we're going to miss the extra point. So even though we get 7 on the drive, we are not able to get that extra point. So they're going to take a 6-point lead, and if you guys are Giants fans, you know how bad it is when we don't have a field goal kicker. We lost a couple games under Dayball with that, so we'll see if we could, overcome that. Right there, Turpin not going to get a very good return. He's going to go down on the play. I haven't played franchise mode since Madden 06, OG Xbox. That's a long time, bro. That's a long time ago. I skipped it last year, but before college football came out, I was obviously big into Madden because it was the only football game. But right here, they're going to go out of a single back formation right here, but it is going to be a pass, and they're going to get it to the tight end who fights for some extra yards and almost getting a first down. Let's go, boys. Nah, bro. We got to go for the Giants, my man. What do you mean, Coop? I'm giving you a hard time, brother. Right here, they're going to pinch the line and slant them inside, anticipating a run, and it is just that, and the defense all over him, and he is not going to get a single inch on the play. Needed an inch to get that first down, and they stand tall and get a nice stop, but there's still a lot more to go in this game. We're going to have to play very aggressive right here and hope that we can get a stop, especially if it is a run, and it is going to be a run, and we're going to meet him in the hole, but an extra effort by the running back breaks the tackle, and that's going to be a first down, Cowboys. The Cowgirls moving down the field with some physical running right there. Was able to run over the linebacker and then get those extra yardage needed to get the first down. But right there, not too successful as they lose a yard on the play. And look at this, very interesting play right here. See how it works out for us. Again, let's pull these in. Dak Prescott making some audibles at the line of scrimmage. We'll see what he does. Newman coming down early in the box, but he's going to come out right there, and that's going to be a screenplay to the halfback trying to combat the blitz, and he's going to pick up a few yards, but it still is going to be third down, so a big down right here for the Cowboys, 3rd and 4. Will they be able to get it done as the first quarter expires? Come on, Unc. I seen you wearing a Bama hat and a Cowboys jersey. Nah, you ain't ever seen me in a Cowboys jersey, bro. Never. Never a Cowboys jersey. Right here, going to play aggressive. We're going to commit inside, and hopefully we can get a stop right here, but we're going to have to play really good defense. They do like to go to the tight end, and they do just that. He breaks a tackle, still on his feet, breaking one more, and then finally getting knocked down. Giants can't beat the Cat. We beat them last year, bro. What you talking about, Zay? Dart's first start, he got a win. He's 1-0 against the Cowboys, trying to extend it to 2-0. We'll see if he can get it done right here as they're going to fake it with play action and pressure coming from Thibodeau, and he is not going to get the ball off in time. So nice play right there. Thibodeau coming off the edge. We got Carter right there as well. And, of course, we've got Arvell Reese and Brian Burns right here going to run the ball, cutting it back up the middle. A nice little gash run to set up 3rd and inches. What's Dak's all-time record? It's a lot better. You're right, Zay. I can't argue with that. But I mean, to be fair, he was playing Daniel Jones. Let's not act like Daniel Jones was like tried to get to him. Another 3rd down conversion. So this defense struggling to get off the field. Giants have a better roster than the Cat. I feel like they could this year. We'll have to see, obviously. I'm excited for preseason. Did you guys get to see the preseason game the other night? I was going to watch it, completely forgot about it, and then saw the highlights, and that ended up being a really, really good game. Carson Beck and Haynes King basically going back and forth, and the way that game was won is very good. Our defense is much better. I do agree with that. Yes, defense is a lot better. Right here, going to go with the pass play. We're going to keep an eye on the tight end, but he goes over to the outside to the running back. Not going to get too many yards, just 1 yard. So 3rd and 9, finally a situation where I feel like we could get a stop right here. But we will see what they do. They're going to motion over the tight end. It's a lot of eye dressing. They're right here going to stay on that man, and he's going to take a sack. Abdul Carter coming off the edge for a big-time sack. I'm a Ravens fan, and I really think Harbaugh going to do wonders for – I hope so, bro. DT, bro, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're having a great night. Let me know that favorite team in the comments, brother. We were able to stop the Cowboys on the first drive right here, and they're going to settle for a field goal that gets in. So it's only going to be a 3-point game after the missed field goal. Ryan, brother, thank you so much. Let's go Bengals. Can't wait for football season. As long as you guys can keep Burrow healthy, I think you guys got a good chance. Broncos fan, I got you, bro. That Broncos game made me sick last year as a Giants fan. We should have won that game. I feel like I said that a lot last year, but that one right there hurt me the most. I'm not going to lie. I don't think I've ever been that mad. Can I? Yeah, for sure, Ryan. I got you, bro. 1 second. There you go, man. Appreciate the love and support, guys, by the way. Thank you guys all for the new follows. Hope you guys are having a great night. Yeah, honestly, the Broncos probably would have won it all last year if Bo Nix wouldn't have got hurt. So y'all did have a really bad time. And Jay Finch 10 with the follow as well, man. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great night. Welcome to the stream, brother. Let me know that favorite team in the comments. And let me know who you think is going to win the Super Bowl this year. I know a lot of guys are big on the Rams. Obviously, the Rams are, pretty stacked. They got a lot of good players. And then on top of that, here we go, Scat. Run somebody over, bro. I need you to run somebody over, man. This is not the Cam Scattaboo I know and love. But let's see. I think the Broncos come back this year. Interested. I don't think the Patriots are going to be back, though. I will say that. I think the Patriots were kind of like a one-hit wonder. Right here, they're going to get it across the middle, and that's going to be called. Odell breaking a tackle, but even with the extra effort, they are going to give it to him. That was extremely close, and we'll see if Dallas decides to challenge the play. They're going to let it go. What about the Commanders? The Commanders, honestly, if Jaden Daniels can stay healthy and y'all can make a run again, it's definitely possible. I mean, a couple of years ago, y'all were almost in the Super Bowl. So, I mean, I can't really say nothing. Obviously got hurt, but I think a lot of your veterans really got old. About the Chiefs, it depends on Mahomes and how he is doing after that injury. I know that was pretty bad. And I know for y'all, there we go. Huge cut. Cam Scattaboo juking, breaking a tackle, and finally going down across the 50-yard line. And there's the Cam Scattaboo that I know and love, man. Beautiful run right there. IDK, so many good teams just want to see Rodgers got for the scripts. I'm ready for Rodgers to retire, man. He is burning his legacy. And right there, we're going to throw an interception. Dart trying to force it in a window. It's going to be a foot race. And Dart going to save the touchdown. He almost throws his second touchdown of the night, unfortunately, to the other team. Kobe Durant with a huge pick right there. Two guys basically waiting on it. Yo, what's up, TJ? They lied about the themes for Christmas and Thanksgiving games. Really? I didn't know that. Here we go, though. They're going to run the ball. We choose the wrong gap, but we are able to save the touchdown once again. But the Cowboys with a huge opportunity right here. Yeah, Kobe is right. To get in the end zone and take the lead after a horrible interception by Jackson Dart right there. They're going to run. No, it's play action, and they're going to find a man in the end zone for the score. And the Cowboys is going to take the lead in the game. Their first lead after the turnover. They turn it into 7 points, getting on the board, and it's going to be a 10-6 game. Awful play by the offense right there. Had some momentum going after scoring on the first drive, and then had a very successful drive going, but forcing a pass a little too aggressive right there. Turns into almost a pick six, and then only a couple plays later, they are able to get the touchdown. So here we go, going back on offense, and we'll see how Dart responds after a nice return up the middle. Did you see the intro to the Denver Broncos? I believe it's the best intro. I haven't seen it. I've only played with the Giants so far, so I have not seen it, but I'll definitely check it out. So here we go. Got to get something going right here. Obviously, after throwing an interception with a quarterback, you don't want to just make him throw down the field. So we'll see if we can heat him back up with some pretty high success rate catches right there. Going to give it to his man on the screen and pick up a couple yards right there, about a 5-yard gain. And again, getting back to the line of scrimmage, but there's 20 seconds till halftime, so we're going to have to be very careful. That turnover could be extremely costly, and nobody open. Dart throwing the ball away, and we'll see if we get some help from the refs with 2 seconds remaining. They're going to call roughing the passer. If you check it out, do a Denver home game with the Broncos at 8:20 Eastern. It's got to be a late game. Okay, Mike, I'll definitely check that out. Yeah, for sure, man. And with 2 seconds left, we're just going to take a knee right here. So not a great first half overall. We're going to have to fix these quarters, though. I do feel like these first 2 quarters kind of went through pretty quickly. Right there, kneeling it out, going into halftime. So Coach Marcus still, after the first 2 quarters of his career, down 10-6. But if you guys remember from the Mississippi State Dynasty, that first year, what? They called a timeout? Interesting. Okay. Fine. Call your timeout. We'll just punt the ball to you. Can't believe they did that. And here we go. They're going to see if they can get a crazy return. And right there, going around the edge, trying to make people miss, but not going to get anything. So now it's going to be halftime after the Cowboys tried to possibly get some crazy spark play to get them more points. That doesn't work out for them. And just like that, guys, we're going to get straight into this second quarter. But let me know in the comments, guys, who are you going to be running for your first franchise on Madden 27? And if you haven't got a chance to play the game, what are you most excited for? If you have, what's your favorite feature in the game so far? Right there, trying to get a big hit, and he just bounces off of us, but we finally pull him down right there. And here we go, Dak Prescott coming back on the field. Honestly, not too impressed with what they've been able to do. But, I mean, when you give somebody a short field, it is a lot easier to score. And we did give them the ball within the 20-yard line. So they didn't really have that big of a drive. So right here, they're going to go to the ground, trying to find some room and not going to get too much right there. Just a 1-yard game. I can't get into franchise like Dynasty, only Superstar mode. I got you, bro. I like I mean, I used to play a ton of these when college football wasn't around because they were off because of all the stuff that was going on. But I can understand that. I do feel like the Dynasty's a little different. And there we go. A sack on the play. DJ Reader bringing him down. He thought he had some room to run, but he's not going to get it done right there. And let's see if we can get some stunts going. Let's go with a right Tom 2-man right here. Let's make sure we're on our right guy right here. And obviously with the 5 wide, going to have to keep an eye over the top. And right there, going to stay on that route as he wants that route. Going to take off and then surrender. And good defense, but it looks like we could have an injured Giants. Paulson Adebo limping off the field. IDK, I feel like college football more fun. I only play franchise. Yeah, I do like I feel like the Ultimate Team on Madden. It's just more polished, honestly. I feel like the menus are slower. I do think that that's an issue. But I don't know. I just feel like it's cooler, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. I didn't... College football, I feel like you pull better cards, though. I will say that. So if you're chasing, like, better cards... Like, I was pulling LTDs like crazy last year, not even spending money. There is opportunities in that. I'm not sure about Madden, but in the years I played, I hardly ever pulled, like, super good stuff, even when I did spend money. But here we go, guys. We got an opportunity. We get the stop to come out of the second half right here. And now we got to get some points on the board as Scattaboo trying to get some tough yards, but it's going to get met at the line of scrimmage for no gain. And right here, let's go to some formations. We got some I formation. Love to see that. Let's see if we can get something to the outside right here. Definitely want to get this run game going. That was something that we put a big emphasis in our press when we were hired, and right here, going to cut it in. There we go. Scattaboo breaking a tackle, still going. That's going to be a first down. I don't do that online stuff. I like franchise mode. I can build my own team. Yeah, for sure. Like I said, it's not for everybody. I'm definitely not trying to sell on getting on there and do that, but yeah, that is something. Here we go. We got some bunch plays. Let's run some bunch. Let's try this dagger play right here. I think this play could be really good. Obviously going to have to get some good blocking from the edges right here, but we're going to see if we can stay in the pocket, play smart, and right there. Can we fit it in? No, we cannot. The pressure off the edge just a little too quick. He is not able to get that ball off, unfortunately. That is going to fall down as an incompletion, but honestly, a lot better than what it could have been. It could have been a lot worse if we tried to go for that, and it could have went down. I love this game already. I think it's really good, Goon season, or Goons. I'm bad with names. I apologize. Right here, going to go with the RPO and bad blocking by Odell. He's older, man, and he can't block like he used to. Right there, we lose yards. And this offense that was very successful to start out the game currently struggling to really get anything going. And we're going to have to get a little more creative on what we do right here to try to get this first down. It's going to be 3rd and 12, though. So it is going to be pretty hard right here. Going to see if we can get Odell on a corner route, but I don't know, man. We'll keep an eye, and it looks like they're going to shift, so that motion definitely made things a little bit differently right here. And we're going to throw it to him, who is, I forget about the catch meter. We had him open, and unfortunately the catch meter gets us, man. I got to turn that off. I never used that in college football, and that kind of hurt us right there as he was open, but I was just trying to hold the ball and catch it right there. So bad by me. What's up, RJ? Good to see you, brother. Hope you're having a good night. Oh, man, that's tough, too, because he was open, and we just messed up on that. And where are you going, bro? There we go. Why was my cover 2 messing up? They would have had something big right there, and he breaks a tackle going forward, and that right there is going to be a highlight play, apparently. We are at 2 minutes and 31 seconds, though, in the third, currently down 10-6 over the Cowboys. So far, I like it. I feel like it's pretty polished. It feels a lot better than a college football right there. Nice play. They get a man over the top, makes the safety or the cornerback Newsome miss, and then finally brought down by the safety. But currently just giving up plays when we don't need to. We need a stop right here. This could be game. Yo, Giants fan here. Yes, sir, Alex, man. Alex, the great brother. How you feel about the team this year? We're going to see if we can rebuild them right here as they run nicely up the middle. Appreciate the follow as well. What's up, RJ? Guess what? Let me know, brother. Appreciate all the follows tonight, though, guys. For real, thank you so much for your support right here. Probably going to run the ball, but we'll have to keep an eye out for play action, and it is going to be a pass, and they get it out very quickly, and probably should have played a little more aggressive on that right there. As it is man coverage, would have liked to see him play a little more stingy with the ball right here. We're going to be ultra aggressive. Hopefully we can get a stop, and we're going to pull this guy over, but it looks like he's going to run up the middle, but it's very fortunate. Appreciate the rose, brother. Thank you so much for the rose. Celebrate the moment. Live goal achieved, man. What was the live goal? Monetization. I see, I'm not even on. One second. Let me get on my stream thing right. Let me get all this pulled up right, guys. I'm sorry. There we go. Go Giants, man. Yes, sir. Go Giants, man. Oh, no. This is the worst thing that could have happened, and the Cowboys going to take it up the middle for a score late in the third, and now they're going to extend that lead to 17-6, and that is tough, man. That is extremely tough. So right here, we're going to have to play better on offense. Ever since we threw that interception, I passed my final exam. Hey, congratulations on that, bro. Congratulations, man. I know you were worried about it the other night on stream, so I'm glad to hear that you were able to get it done, man. Maybe all those good lucks in the chat helped you out, bro. Right here, I keep wanting to say Tavon Austin. I think it's Calvin Austin. Calvin Austin with a return right there. Going to get it to the 27-yard line right here. And Dart has not been playing really well today, but it hasn't all been his fault, as he has struggled to really get any pass blocking from this offensive line. Right here, we're going to see if we can get him lit up with running the ball, but they are going to actually play it, so that's okay. Scattaboo going down the field, getting blocks, and he is going to be brought down. Looked like for a second he was going to go all the way, but he's got 82 rushing yards off of 11 carries, so a very nice day for him. 85, that's not bad. So made an 80, not bad. I have an exam on August 19th. I'm really stressed about it. Good luck to you, Alex, man. Where are you at, bro? Let me know what school you going to, man. And good luck to you as always, man. Hopefully you guys can make those grades pass, obviously. But that is going to be the third quarter, guys. Third quarter in the book. Currently down pretty big against the Cowgirls right here. And we're going to have to step it up and find a way to get back into this game right here. It has been pretty tough to get open. We haven't really had great how. What do you mean by how, bro? Right here, though, going to go to the RPO. This time it's going to block, and we get a block from the receiver, and Johnson going down the sideline, finally pushed out of bounds. And honestly, guys, if we can keep this up, we definitely have a good possibility of getting back in this game. But something that I do want to do really quickly is I want to switch out our tight end with, where's he at? Likely. Not sure why he's the second string. Right here, we'll see if that is open. Oh, I tried to read it. Dang it. Do y'all still get it backwards? Got to come back. Yes, sir. Playing Madden 27. Oh, I got the MVP Plus, so I get 7-day early access. I got it for college football as well. So that was how I'm able to play that. So if you got the subscription, you do get that early access. Right here, we'll see if we can get something going right here. We're going to throw it to him. Can he get a guy to break a tackle? No, he cannot. It's going to be 3rd and 7 right here, so we got to be very smart with what we do. We obviously want to get in the end zone, but at the same time, we got to be a little bit careful not to force anything. So it really, this could be 2 plays, or we might just have to settle for the field goal, but obviously would love to get 7 right here. We're going to go to formation right here. Let's see we can find a play that works for us. Honestly, this motion to the running back right here could help us out. We'll see how we do on it right here, but we got to keep an eye out for the blitz right here as well. Going to motion him out of the backfield, and Odell not going to get it done as the pressure comes immediately, man. That's tough, bro. I feel like we got receivers open, but the offensive line is just not getting it done, and we're just going to have to settle for the field goal just simply because of where we're at right here. We're going to kick it through the uprights. We're going to make this 9-17, and that's going to be an 8-point game. So we cannot allow any points on this next drive. Points on this drive, and it's going to be tough. We're not going to win this game if we give up points. So we got to play very sharp defense right here. A turnover, 3 and out. We got to get something going for us, because not only do we have to score 7, something we haven't done since the first quarter, but we've also got to compound that with a 2-point conversion just to tie this game up. And it looks like the Cowboys are not going to take it easy on us as they continue to throw the ball, but we do get a nice little tackle right there by Noob and able to take his legs out. And honestly, guys, we got to get something going. We're going to go to the 2-5 right here. Maybe we could get a good pass rush or something. We got the load right here. Let's send some pressure. We've got to set back in the pocket. I want to buy it every year, but I buy it. Wait a minute. Real quick. Let me check this out really quick. I'll get back to that comment right there. Going to go with the RPO, and we missed the tackle, and that's going to be a first down. I want to buy it, but every year I buy it, and it's stupid. Yeah, I get that. I get that. There are some people that kind of have that buyer's remorse for the game. I totally understand that. Right there, a nice little play, able to break the tackle and then get extra yards. He breaks a couple tackles, but right there, as we're getting under that 4-minute mark, looks like the Cowboys are starting to slow things down, try to bleed this clock out, and get out of this game with a win right here. We definitely got to play smart, though. Got to keep an eye out for the tight end as well, just in case, but it is going to be play action. And again, guys, looks like Pickens, if I'm not mistaken, is completely picking apart the defense, as we thought we had a play right there. They fake us with the play action, And honestly, just a really, really good play called by the offense. It sets them up very nicely. But right here, we are going to get a nice tackle as we get to 3 minutes and 27 seconds counting down. And this game's starting to get a very, very, yeah, Cowboys are better. You're not lying, man. It's like the new update. I did like the new update. I played on my online dynasty with college football with all those guys. And I won a game against some very good opponents, so obviously a big fan of it. I'm so excited for the team this year. I think we'll beat the Cowboys. I think it's possible. We'll see, though, obviously. Let's substitute Drew Phillips, and here we go, man. Game on the line. We gotta get something big right here. We're going to play underneath ultra-aggressive football right here. We got to keep an eye out for these inside crossers. They've done that a lot, and we completely leave the running back wide open, and the Cowboys going to go in for the touchdown, possibly putting the nail in the coffin. This, bro, I believe in you. I do not got it, bro. In the end zone. Yes, sir, man. That's tough, too, because I feel like we had everything else covered out. I thought he was going to go to the flat route, and I guessed wrong. In man coverage, you can't afford to be wrong on that. And that was just easy pitch and catch. I do find it interesting, though, that the pass rush for the CPU is just overpowered. But for us, I feel like we're not really getting a ton of pressure. Obviously, we'll get into some sliders once we play a couple games. I do like to play a couple games on the base and see what it is like and then kind of make adjustments from there. Next game, you got it. Yeah, maybe. I mean, Cam's had a good day. Dart, honestly, hasn't played super great, but right here, we're going to have to get to that. We're getting to the point in the game now where we've just gave up opportunities we really should have had, and because of that, we're going to have to kind of force the ball a little more than we would like. So we're going to get it underneath right here. But honestly, with some hurry-up offense, we could possibly steal some points, get an onside kick, and maybe get something going right here as we're trying to get this ball snapped before the 2-minute warning, but we're not going to get it off in time. Would have loved to have had a play right there and then got a free timeout, but unfortunately not going to get it done. We are currently down 15 points, though, so not looking very good for us. I think it's fun, Matthew. I'm really enjoying it. Right here, though, we're going to see if we can get something going as they put pressure on the line. And looky there, beautiful. There we go. We get the timing right on that. And that's going to be a first down rushing back to the line of scrimmage. Like I said, we don't have time on our sides. Unlike college, the clock is not going to stop. So we got to be very, very fast, very, very surgical for it right here. And we'll see if we can freeform this to the outside. We, in fact, cannot. But honestly, an incompletion, not a worst outcome we could possibly get. There goes the defense. When is Malik? What now? He isn't in, is he? So he must be injured right here. Going to force a pass and another interception. We knew that we had to get something very fast, so don't really fault him for trying to force the window. But that, in fact, guys, is going to be the game. He got hurt on like the very first play of the game. We're going to have to fix the wear and tear. So we end up losing our first game 24-9 to the Cowboys. So starting off with a loss. So we got to bounce back next week, obviously. And we do got to look at the depth chart because I'm not quite sure why Malik. We're also going to turn down the wear and tear because I had players getting hurt on the very first drive. I don't think that's very realistic. And right there, he's going to get an upgrade. We're just going to let him auto-upgrade that. Not super worried about it. We knew this was going to be tough, though, guys. The Giants, it doesn't really matter how good at the game you are. The Giants are, the Giants are the Giants, guys. So let's go to league settings really quickly. Commission, dev trait, roster protection. Okay, so yeah. Let's go in here. Breaking news, team, commissioner, league type, dev, roster. So where is it at? Game options, maybe? Do you know coach mode is in? Yes, I do. Coin toss, kick, passing, catching, tackle, coach mode, adjustments. There's the coach mode. Is it under just gameplay sliders, player, CPU skill, wear and tear? There we go. Let's just turn the wear and tear off. I'm sorry, but I think the wear and tear is pretty broken. So we'll go to the next week. We do end up losing, though. I have it on, but it sucks. Yeah, I'm just going to turn it off for now. Usually it takes an update or two for them to get it tuned in. So for now, we're not going to worry. Rams week. So it's not going to get any easier for us. We were just talking about the Rams. Now we got to play. And right here, we're going to let them scout again. like I said, going to play a couple games first, get a feel for it. And then once we get into that right there, we're going to play this season game really quickly. Very, go to weekly loadout, delegate trading and loadout, play full game. So hopefully we have better luck today. Obviously, got to play a little bit better than we did last week, but I'm playing on all Heisman, or not Heisman, but all Madden. I haven't played this game in a couple years, so it is going to take me. And honestly, I kind of like that just simply because it's going to allow this dynasty to be realistic. I wouldn't want to come in and win every game. Are the Rams going to get Aaron Donald? I think they are. They're already revving him up to see if his body can still handle it. As long as his body allows it, I think he's going to be on the team, and that team's going to be extremely dangerous this year. They're going to have Aaron Donald back. They're going to have Myles Garrett. I mean, that's going to be a tough game, especially on the offensive line. I mean, if you got a good defensive line that can rush the passer like that, I mean, it's going to be a long day for the quarterback. There we go, Cam. Nice little run to start it off. Running the ball a lot better this week than we did the previous week against Cowboy. We're able to break some nice little runs in that game, but honestly, the passing game kind of stalled out on us after really successful. And again, right here, getting it up the middle, and that is going to be 2 rushes for 22 yards, averaging 11 yards per carry to start the game off. Love to see that, and we'll see if we can continue that momentum. But I think he is. I think they are. And right here, we'll see. Right, snapping the ball. And there we go. Get it to Malik. He went out last week with an injury. Good to see him back today. We turned that wear and tear off, obviously. Until they fix it, don't really want to continue to run with that. And right here, going to fake like we're flipping it just to kind of get an eye for what the defense is going to do right here. We'll see if we can get this off, and we are going to do just that to our star, Malik, who is able to catch the ball and get a couple yards. It's going to be 2nd and 5 on the play right there. So good first drive. I hope so, bro. I'm trying to. Let's go, Scat. Yes, sir, MD. I see you, brother. Go Scataboo right here. Going to run it up the middle and fighting for all the yards he can get. Going to get the first down. 3 rushes, 31 yards, averaging pretty much 10 yards, 10.3 yards per carry. Love to see that, but he is tired right here, and I do see that. So we definitely don't want to take too much advantage of that. I am going to audible this a little bit. We're not able to get it off, so unfortunately not going to. And right there, going to run out of the pocket. Can he force it over the top? He had a guy open. Unfortunately, the pass rush doesn't allow him to get that ball off the way he wanted to. And because of that, guys, that is unfortunately going to be an incomplete pass. The first incompletion of this drive. But we still got a lot of time left and still got a couple downs to get something going as we jump it off to Theo Johnson, who is almost able to get the first down himself. Going to be a few yards shy. And right here, going to come out in a very condensed formation, see if we can get something going. Even though he's tired, we trust that he can get it done, but he gets met in the hole right there, and he's going to be just shy, just barely missing out on the first down, and the Giants going to roll the dice. Josh Allen is the GOAT, man. Appreciate the follow, brother. Hope you're having a great night. I imagine you are a Bills fan, judging by the name. Is this your year, guys? You guys have been close a couple years, just haven't been able to get it done. I feel like you're really close, though. Going to be good this year. I'm a Jets fan. So we can share pain together, bro. We get it, bro. Here we go. Oh, my goodness, man. Nobody hits Cam Scataboo like that. Come on. But Cam getting rocked right there on that play, and we're going to have to get something to get some of those yards back as we lose 4 yards. This red zone offense for us has just been very, very bad. And right there trying to get an audible off, but not going to get it done. We got Odell right here, so we'll keep an eye on the safety, see what he does. And he's going to go over the top, but it doesn't matter. We got the stupid catch meter. Let's turn that off. I don't want it on. Don't want it on. Is there a way to change that? Game options, maybe? Coach, yeah, there we go. Passing. Can we not turn that off? While I'm here. Control scheme, tap and hold. Okay, so we're just going to have to learn that skill, unfortunately, until I figure out how to turn that off. That's the second time, though, that's burned us, unfortunately. Oh, where it says 5 yards, I got you. Moore's going to fix the issue. Yeah, maybe. We did lose Wandell, though, and Wandell did have a pretty decent year. Right here, looks like he's going to try to get something with his legs going around the edge, but just not going to have enough. That's going to be 4th down right here. We're going to go for it. Why not? Let's play aggressive right here. I got a good idea of what we could do right here. We need to get the first down, obviously. And right here, we'll see if we can get it as we throw it. And he catches it in for the touchdown. They go for it on 4th down. And Theo Johnson able to get separation, the conservative catch, and he goes down for the score. And the Giants risk it all, and it pays off. 4th and 14. Dart didn't care, man. He was confident. He said, let's do it, man. And he does just that. Where it says 5 yards, you could turn it off. Okay. So let's go back to that really quickly. Options, settings, 5 yards. Game options. Where was the 5 yards at? Oh, base throw distance for offense. Off. There we go. For defense. Off. Time-based catching. Okay. Feedback only. There we go. Thank you guys for that. Because like I said, I'm not playing online. I feel like that's something you really need for online. And if you get really good at it against the CPU, I almost feel like you're kind of let's go, G-Man is right. Let's go. Yes, sir. Trying to get it done right here. Let's see if we can play some defense. Honestly impressed with that drive. We were able to get some nice yardage on that to start. That's 2 weeks in a row where we have been able to go down on the opening drive and score points. But the defense did kind of let us down last week after, giving up the short yards for the turnover. Obviously not really their fault. But right here, they're going to go up the middle and break in a tackle. But we have reinforcements. Edmonds making a nice tackle. Williams, though, had 63 yards last week on 13 rushes. So not a bad week for him. I only play franchise. Yeah, like if you're playing like competitive, I think there is an advantage to it. But for me, man, I'm not going to be playing online head-to-head, so I don't really feel like learning it. And like I said, if there's any way that I can exploit the computer, I try to avoid it. The Rams' whole team played insane against me in Dynasty right after I put BTA to the Cowboys. See, the Cowboys beat us pretty handedly, but we're playing better offensively against the Rams, so that's kind of an interesting flip. I guess that's a good idea of, like, just every game's a little bit different. They are running the ball pretty aggressively on us, though, and breaking holy smokes. Maybe I spoke too early, man, Dakota, because he takes it all the way to the house for the score, and just like that, the Rams respond within, like, 4 plays, and they take it all the way to the house, running through our defense they just running through us. We had really anybody was able to get a tackle. We did have a guy that tried, and he just spun right off of him. So the ability is something I'm going to have to get used to. Yeah, Holy Run is right, man. The abilities are different from college football, so that is something I will have to kind of get used to. I don't get Madden fully until the 13th. I got you. So I don't think he's in the game because I don't think he's officially on the team. But obviously he'll be on the team, and he'll be highly rated more than likely. There we go. Nice little return. I do kind of like the new kickoffs on the game. They are a little, I feel like they bring a little more opportunity to make plays. It feels like you're getting the ball at the 30 every time. So that's pretty cool. Right here, they're going to go back to the run game, and there we go. We can run the ball too, and Cam gets popped, but he's able to shrug off that tackle, fall forward for the first down. And right here, outside run is what our coach wants to see. But honestly, not feeling super confident about it. And we're going to motion the tight end over, and the safeties are going to come down in the box. So we'll see what we can do right there. Going to cut it upfield. Nice play, breaking a tackle, and then finally going down. I only play franchise and superstar. I got you. Yeah, that was a crazy run, Jakari, man. I'm not going to lie, man. We're going to have to figure out a way to stop this guy, or it's going to be a long game for us. Right here, though, might as well put it back on the ground. Scadaboo with a nice cut, going down the sideline, trying to break some tackles, and then finally being brought down. But he's already having a monstrous day. And that right there, guys, going to be the first quarter. Currently tied 7-7. We dropped our first game to the Cowboys, trying to bounce back this week. We'll see if we can get it done. I got you, user. Yeah, this is year 1, week 2. So we lost last week to the Cowboys. We're trying to bounce back this week against a Super Bowl contending team in the Rams. Currently tied 7-7, and the run game working really well for us. But eventually they're probably going to catch on to it. And there we go. Nice run. Breaking a tackle, and then somehow not being able to get away from it. He finally goes down. And what is this? Motion wide receiver outside zone. I want to run that, but I don't want to run it on like second down, because if it doesn't work, that could put us in a bad situation. Right here, though, going to go to a bunch to the left side right here, and they're going to go with the RPO. He gets it out to Fields, who is able to get a couple yards. Not the fastest guy, but he's definitely one of those guys that could go up in the air and catch the ball if you need him to. But it is going to set up 3rd and 3, and honestly, a team that Beckham was able to win a ring with. He was able to win the ring with the Rams, so now he's playing against them as the Giants breaks the tackle. All that extra effort from the old man. That's going to be a first down. Love to see that, man. It's Jackson Dart's cadence in the game. I'm not sure. I don't have any speakers, so I never actually hear the game. So I can't answer that right there. Nice little run. Able to get some yards right there. 2nd and 5, and honestly would love to get some play action, but I'm a little concerned. 9 rushes, 75 yards. So it does seem like the run game is pretty strong on here, just like it is in college football. So definitely something to think about when trying to figure out how you're going to build your team. Right here, going to give it to Tyrone Tracy, who cuts inside and gets the first down, 1st and 10. But last week, they struggled really badly when they got in the red zone. Yeah. Appreciate it, Josh. Here we go. Going to give it to the outside. Can we figure it out right there? Just not great blocking overall. Only a 1-yard gain. And we're going to have to eventually try to throw a pass. I've been a little shy and skittish about it, but is this a run? Okay, I was about to say. There we go. Pass laid it out. There we go. Theo Johnson almost able to get in the end zone. Going to be just a, is this model? What now? Model. What do you mean by model? Oh, modded. No, this isn't modded. No, this is on PS5. I got what you're saying. Here we go. Give it back to Cam, and now, my goodness, he completely annihilates the would-be blocker and makes a huge play in the backfield for a loss, and that's going to set up 2nd and goal. We got to lock in right here if we're going to find a way to get in the end zone. And right here, going with the RPO, and Beckham, our neighbors, bro, block for me, man. We had that too. Let's go back to the recents. We did have this outside stretch play that worked really well for us. I have to count the defense. I think I'm going to run it to the left, though, right here. Just give me a block to the outside. Scattaboo fight for me, fighting with all his might, and again, just not able to get it done. This defense just being too much for us. And unfortunately, do we got a design quarterback run? Do we have like a let's see. Yeah, quarterback blast. Let's try the quarterback blast. Put it in Dart's hand right here. Looks like there is a blitzer coming, though. So we'll see if we can get it. If he can go over the top, and he dives and gets canceled on the dive animation, and we are not going to get the touchdown right at the 2-minute warning. The graphics in this is insane. Yes, wait till they update with Aaron Rodgers. How is this game? Is it work? It's not bad at all, man. I kind of wish if we go back and look at this play, we would have had the score. This is something that is very different from college football. Like, once you get in the dive animation on a college football, there's really no stopping it. And right there, we tried to dive. He starts his dive animation but gets hit and immediately cancels him out. And there's actual, like, physics momentum in it. So I do kind of like that. Even though it didn't work out in our favor, I do like that. So I can't really be mad. And right here, we'll see if we can get a stop. I imagine they're going to run the ball, and God, he breaks the first tackle every time. Like, we had a safety right there. It didn't matter, bro. Like, I don't know how to bring this guy down. It's going to be another run, and it's play action, and we are not prepared, but we are able to recover very quickly. 3rd and 2. And right here, I just imagine, let's run 4-6 right here. I just don't trust the run defense, Madden, so much. But yes, so for now, yes, I do agree with that. You're not wrong at all. You're going to have to keep an eye out on this running back. Honestly, want to stay behind the defensive tackle. He's going to motion another guy over right there. And it is going to, in fact, be a pass. So, it did give me an animation, bro. That should have been a pick. What? How is that not intercepted? We got to go back and look at that. That should have been intercepted, bro. We were right in place. Look at this. How is that not intercepted, bro? What? I even hit triangle. He didn't even animate. That should have been a pick. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that was, hey, bro, been tagging, Bam. I got you. I'll give you the force win. So we will eventually move to a connected franchise. That's probably where we're going to go going forward, just because there's 32 teams. You don't have to worry about fixing the conferences. It is a little harder in college football. Okay, so I need the time and catching. Okay, that makes sense. So that kind of hurt me there. But yeah, that's brutal, man. We should have had that. 27 seconds left till halftime. The Rams with the ball with a possibility to get in the end zone right here. And I'm going to keep an eye out on the wrong side of the field in our pass coverage. Just really not getting it done. It doesn't really matter what we do right now. We're not able to get pressure to the quarterback. That's been very frustrating. We're going to have to see if we can get some stunts going maybe. Maybe something like that. We're going to guess to the... Let me get it right. Never mind. It's going to be inside, so keep... And the defense has not changed. When would the franchise start with followers? This time we're waiting until the first update. With the college, we didn't, and there's like a lot of players not in the game, and we've already started, so we don't get those. So I do want to wait till the first major. That's also going to give us time to get through those like 5 years with the dynasty. So Giants should have drafted Downs. Maybe. We'll see how it pays off. If the offensive lineman's really good, though, I'm not mad at it. I'm not going to lie, though. When they first drafted Mauioga, or however you pronounce his name, I was not very happy with the pick. I was pretty upset because I had my heart set on Downs. But the next day when I woke up, I thought about it. I was like, you know what? Yeah, we do. I did see that. That'll be a good game, bro. But I think that's a good play. We're leaning into that physical offense, so it makes sense that you would do that. Right here, going to pull it, and maybe we can get something crazy right here. What the freaking crap is this? What is up with the options on this game, man? Like, he wasn't running full speed, and then the running back on top of that just didn't catch the ball. We lost the game in college because of that to Ohio State. We should have upset them. And here we go, man. Kickoff middle. So they're going to get the ball again to start the second quarter, just like the Cowboys did. I'm so happy my team drafted Styles. Yeah, I'm playing. I am the Giants. Unfortunately, we're trying really hard, man. But it's been tough, man. We haven't been able to get any pressure on the quarterback, and then the receivers have just completely torched everything we've done. It doesn't matter if it's man or zone. They just find ways to pretty much just annihilate us. And then on top of that, their running back has been breaking tackles. You're a Falcons fan? How do you feel about your Falcons this year? You think they're going to make a forward movement? Did they make the playoffs last year? Am I tripping? I thought didn't they make them? Maybe I'm tripping hard right there. Nice block. Look at the blocking, man. We are playing on Hosbin, though, so we got to kind of expect this. But still, man, I would have loved to seen a little more effort right there. I have been attacking the outside, though, so I am going to actually try to protect against it. Right here, going to be a run, and we are all over that. You're not breaking that tackle as he loses 2 yards on the play. Love to see that. Hopefully make a run. Yeah. By 9. Yeah, okay, I got you. Okay, we're going to go to zone right here, but Matt Stafford is lit up with an X factor, so that is pretty scary right there. Breaking more tackles again, and we're just not even getting anything. Giants fan, trade Isaiah Likely good for us. Yeah, for some reason he's not starting in this game. He's actually a lower overall than Theo Johnson, which I do find very interesting. Aggressive. Just play aggressive. Let's get a stop, guys. There we go. We finally get an incomplete pass, and we're going to get a punt, which is what we needed, man. Tua will this year. We can't hear the game audio. We can't hear the game audio. Didn't mute it. Don't mute it. I got you. Oh, okay. So normally I do commentating live over my games, and a lot of people are like, which one do we need to listen to? So that's why I have it muted. And I don't think you guys want to be hearing the Kate Scotts. But if you are interested, we can definitely change that. Right here's going to be a play. Let's go with play. Okay, there we go. That makes more sense. I was thinking that play looked a little different than what I called. Right, you're going to hit him with a shift right here, going with the play action. And can we get the ball off? We can, and he drops it. Come on, neighbors. You got to catch that, brother. We want to hear Kate. You guys want to hear Kate? Woot, no, I got the MVP Plus, so I got it 7 days early. MVP Plus subscription. Right here, though, in the pocket, trying to get something going. Right here, going to step up in the pocket. Nobody open, and Dart going to take off running, still on his feet. Trying to outrun the defense down the sideline and finally knocked out of bounds. A monstrous run right there by Dart, doing it all by himself and picking up huge gains. No, please. I got you, bro. We're going to go back with Dart. Why not? And again, finding a lane. And maybe that's what we should have been doing last week against the Cowboys in that loss. Dart turning this game around. You already know who I would be using. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, my dad's a big Buffalo Bills fan. He's just too slow, bro. He's just too slow. Unfortunately, man, if that would have been Odell or even Neighbors, I think we get the first down, but I don't really want to call this right here. We're going to call something a little, are we going to be able to get it off? We do, okay. Roll out of the pocket again. Throw it at the last second. Oh, my God. Why did you run downfield? We throw an interception, man. I got to get used to the passing, man. As a New York Giants fan, how do you feel about the Titans? I feel like the Titans got a lot of the Giants players. We'll see how it works out. That's a tough turnover, man, right there. Oh, I thought he was going to throw it underneath. Appreciate the follow, Jackson, man. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great night. Let me know that favorite team in the comments, brother. You down to play our game tonight if we advance? It depends on how late I go to bed. I do got to be up a little early in the morning. Not like super early, but like... Really, I don't even know why I'm saying early, because early for me is like what time I wake up for work, which is 3 in the morning. So it's not super early. But honestly, couldn't afford the turnover right there. That's just a tough, unfortunate turnover. And he should have threw the ball away right there. Instead, he tried to play hero ball, and that right there definitely hurt us. You got to play, man. The coverage, bro. There we go. We get the fumble. Huge play right there. He fights Puka Nacua trying to get extra yards. And Tremaine Edmonds going to get the ball right there. A massive shift in the game. The Rams had an opportunity to take a 2-possession lead, but a heads-up play by the defense giving us another opportunity after we ourselves had a turnover. And there we go. Cam Scadaboo running up the middle ferociously for a nice gain. Love to see it. Throwing off his back foot. Isaiah Likely able to get it done. Nice catch right there. Dart improvising, keeping the play alive, and able to connect. Yes, I'm a huge Giants fan, if you couldn't tell. Got the Dart jersey behind me. My lights actually died on me. I just realized that. The offensive line I could see still sucks. Jesus, man. Like, you can't even throw deep passes on this game because the offensive line just, I don't know, man. Take what they give you right here. We might could get something. There we go. Fight for me. It's going to be 4th and 2. I almost feel like we need to roll the dice. We're going to let it go to the 4. Put the 4s in the chats, man. Yes, sir. Go Giants, man. Yes, sir. I see, man. I'm glad we got some Giants fans in here. I'm going to switch it over to my backup right there. Light that up a little bit. My little puck lights apparently died. I should have charged them. That's on me. I was being lazy. So big decision right here. We got to go for it. Just murder the Lions week 2. Congratulations, bro. And honestly... Can we go back to those design quarterback runs? Because I feel like they work really well. There was a read option we ran, but it's not populating. So let's just go by concept right here. Option, read option. Let's see if we can find a good one right here. Honestly, something like this with doubles to the side, I think that could work for us. But we're going to call a time. Oh, my gosh. We take the penalty. That's bad. So now we're... Yo, bro, is your response to this good? Are you delayed in any way? I don't know. Is it delaying for you guys? Can't wait for the season to start. My best friend is a Cowboys fan. I want to talk. Yeah. No, I get it, bro. I get it completely. I hate the Cowboys, man. Like, I truly do. Like, I just, oh, man, I cannot stand them. Right here, though. There we go. Scat. Catch the ball. And again, we gambled on the first drive on 4th down. Got a touchdown. Right there, we gamble once again. It works out for us, and we are able to get the first down right there. But we got to go with some speed right here. So we got guys open, man. You got a pass block, for God's sakes, guys. Dang it. Can you do the zone window awareness? I don't know what that is. Deep pass, intermediate, blocking, auto pass protection, base. Let's see if base will do something, because I feel like we just can't do nothing. Appreciate the follow, Zach Food Dude. You down to pull? Yeah, if we'll see what happens, brother. Like I said, it just depends on what time. There we go. Catch the ball. We just got to get the ball out quickly, unfortunately. I just don't trust our offensive line, unfortunately. It's just the situation we're in. We're going to have to get that figured out, though. We're going to put him right here, though, instead, and then let's do it like that. So we're basically reading this guy on the outside right here. See what he does. That's a curl route. And again, man, we just don't have time to throw the goddamn ball. I hate to be that guy, but Jesus, man, block for me, guys. This guy right here, come off the edge, we're cooked. Beautiful! We replaced the blitz and Mooney with a big-time catch. Yo, what's up, 4-7 Chance? Which version of Madden you buy? The MVP Plus subscription, my man. We got the subscription. So we get the 7-day early access. But let me know that favorite team, Zach Food Dude, man. Are you a Giants fan as well? I'm trying to win this game, but we are not making it easy on ourselves, as our offensive line has really just not been blocking really well for us. We got Mooney right here, though, so that'll be interesting to see. If they call man coverage, obviously got to hand it off. Yeah, well, we're going to try it anyways, and that was just not a great read as we lose 3 yards. We are going to rush back to the line of scrimmage, though, see if we get something flipping the play over. Love the fit. Yes, sir. If you could tell, I'm a big Giants fan. I'm also rocking the glasses tonight, so that's something different. Oh, catch the ball. Oh, you're killing me, guys. We've had to convert like 17 different fourth down conversions just to stay in this drive right here, and we are just... Odell, bro, I need you to go up and play better for me, man. And we throw an interception. Hopefully we can run it tonight, man. Had 3 users duck me. Yeah, that's tough. That's another interception, bro. I think we're going to have to lower down the interceptions on here. We're currently rocking 50 interceptions. I feel like the CPU is a little overpowered. Right, you're going to run the ball. And again, man, breaking tackles. But good reinforcements right there to pull him down. Make or break drive right here if we do not get the stop. Even with the turnover right there, would have loved to get some points on the board. We throw the interception. I like the odds. It was Odell Beckham one-on-one against the corner. Unfortunately, Odell Beckham not able to get it done, and right there going to be a run, and we are all over that as we get a nice tackle. And here we go, guys. If we can get them off the field right here, we can get the ball back with another opportunity to try to get something going. Right here, going to actually change him out, as we know there's going to be crossers. And right there, going to check it out, and we are able to get the tackle, and that's going to be 4th and 4. Happy I found your lot. Yeah, man. Thank you so much, man. Chud, Odell, going to make an impact. Yeah. Hopefully, man. Who did you lose to? We lost to the Cowboys week 1. The Cowboys did beat us. They beat us 24-9. We missed an extra point. So it should have been 10, but still, we had opportunities. But again, like, I just keep throwing interceptions. So I've got to get better passing the ball. Right here, Dart, man. We got to come through tight and clutch right here, my man. We got to lock in and get this done if we're going to win this game. It's pretty much make or break on this drive. Huge. You can see the decibels in the stadium going absolutely crazy. And right there, can we get it to our tight end? We do, and he holds on to the ball, getting knocked out of bounds after an 8-yard gain. Love to see that. Have you watched the new Spider-Man? Yes, I did. Have you watched it yet? I really liked it. I was a big fan of it. I know some people didn't like it, but for me, I thought that it was a really good. I don't want to spoil it, though, just in case other people haven't watched it, so I'm not really going to talk too much about what happened in it, but I do like how it, I liked it. They did a very good balance of kind of getting everything going in the right direction, and right there, circle wide open, getting it to Beckham, and he goes down after a nice gain, so he wasn't able to catch the pass on the previous drive. It was intercepted, but right there, a nice catch as he gets separation. I think you're going to like it, guys. It's really good. I definitely recommend going to the movies and watching it, though. Very, I know some of the Marvel movies haven't been super great, but that was a pretty good one. And I'm not going to run it with him. I want Fields to be a blocker. He's a better blocker. He's a physical guy. I would much rather have Neighbors get this RPO. Yeah. Neighbors just more elusive and a little bit quicker out of the acceleration break, whereas our other receiver in Fields is a little bit slower. Right here, they're going to switch it up with a little bit of a different one. Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, it's good, guys, for real. Definitely recommend it. Right here, try, get the ball out. Like, what's going on? They're sending 4 guys and we're getting immediate pressure. I don't understand that. Like, I really don't understand that. Like, it's one thing, like, if they're sending more people than we can block, but if they're sending 4 guys, like, you know what I mean? We're going to shift the line to this side, and maybe we can get something right here. Would love to get X, but he's not going to get it. Square, though, it's going to be open. Odell again, breaking a tackle, and Odell really starting to shine late. Yeah, I got him starting. I replaced him with Slayton. I don't think Slayton's the guy anymore. He's been consistent and all, but I want to see Odell Beckham for sure. I'm just glad I get to play another game with Odell as a starter at wide receiver, man. I feel like we should have added him back to the roster years ago. There we go, 110 yards. Scat's having a good game. I mean, he's doing really well, but Dart today has struggled. He struggled last week as well. A lot of it's user error, though, so I can't really be too mad at him. Right here, they're going to get the ball off quickly, and we're going to get in for the score and tie it up late in this game. Theo Johnson on the crossing route, wide open, taking it in for the score. And barring we are able to get this field goal, this is going to be a tie game. And we're going to kick it straight through the uprights. 109 remaining in this game. And we have been able to get it done. 1:31, 71 yards on that drive. And if the defense can get a quick stop, it could be pretty nasty. And we completely muffed the punt. Holy smokes. Watch us lose by a field goal. That would be the most Giants way to lose. Why did you? Oh, my bad. Here, I got you, bro. I didn't mean to if I did. All right. So do we play aggressive, chat, or do we play like conservative? I'm wondering, like, do we go for do we try to get the ball back, or do we? Oh no. Oh no. We played aggressive right there. The green pass and interceptions are so satisfying. I bet they are. See, I turned all mine off. I might turn it back on, but right here, we tried to play aggressive. It did not work out for us. 2-4 wide right here. See if we can get something going. They could definitely run the ball right here. I want to run the El Paso, though. I don't want to run the other one. And I want the defensive line to pinch in a little bit right here. We're also going to play aggressive, ultra aggressive. So if they go over the top, they go over the top. But we haven't been able to get a sack on the quarterback. And right there, oh, my God. We give up the touchdown to Puka on the wide receiver. Bro, you're going to lose. Honestly, we may lose, but them scoring like they did right there was the best thing that could happen to us, because we will have an opportunity to get the ball back. They're not going to kick a field goal to end the game. So even though there's only 40 seconds, we've got all 3 timeouts. I know the clock keeps running, but 11 seconds, 59 play. Yeah. The most New York Giants defensive thing I've ever seen, stop blitzing. You're probably right, bro. We just haven't been able to get a sack, man. I got to figure out the defense for sure. Right here, though, there we go, Tracy. So we're going to have 53 seconds, still plenty of time. Dart feeling himself as he comes off of the sideline. Do you think Aaron Donald will come back? I think he does. At least you have a chance. Yeah. So we got a chance. I mean, is it likely that we win? Probably not, but at least we got a chance, right? Right here. Here we go. Yeah, we're not going to win, guys. Freaking. Is that Myles Garrett? He came up. I shouldn't have ran play action to his side. That's on me. I should have known better. He's been literally sacking us all day. Yeah, yikes. I didn't say I was good at this game, guys. I'm much better at college football. But, yeah, this game right here, I am. Yeah. Well, we had a chance to win. Like, I'm a lot better at college football. This is 27. Did you play your preseason? No, so I've only played I played the first quarter of a preseason game. Giants are 2-1 right now in my franchise. Throwing it away is your friend. I know, bro. But look at that, bro. Like, there's 2 guys over there watching Myles Garrett. Like we don't have any pass protection, man. We're going to have to figure that out. Like, And I don't know how to double team. I don't know the adjustments anymore. Whatever. Like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and he's going. And that is the game. We're going to lose 28-14. The Giants are going to go 0-2 to start the season. 27, Riley, it's pretty good. I can't complain about it. I mean, I'm not playing the best, but I can't really blame that on the game. I mean, Myles Garrett's good in real life. He's going to get pressure, so you can't really be like, that's crap. And some of these interceptions are just bad reads on my part, but I do feel like it plays pretty decently. Defense and stuff, we're going to have to get a little bit better, but yeah, Jackson Dart. Let's get Phil General. Let's get some passing accuracies a little bit better for him. We're going to auto these. There we go. And we will advance to the next week. So we got the Tennessee Titans. This is a winnable game, guys. Surely we can beat the Tennessee Titans. It's going to be Cam Ward versus Jackson Dart right here. Titans week, and we're going to get straight into this game. Like I said, we'll delegate all of that. We're going to play the full game right here, and hopefully we can get our first win of the season. Aiden, appreciate the follow, brother. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great night. Let me know that favorite team in the comments, man. We're trying to get our first win in year one. Our coach was in college football previously, Coach Marcus Still, if you guys missed out on that. He was the Mississippi State head coach, got them to a national championship in year 3. Year 4 came up short, and then got an offer from the New York Giants to come up north and coach this team. Aiden and Riley, man, thank you so much for the follows. Let me know those favorite teams in the comments, brother. Or should I say brothers right here, though. Getting the ball first every single game obviously doesn't help us out. And Dart right here, he has not played super great. He's going to have to turn it around this season. It looks like he's having that sophomore slump. Go Big Blue. Abdul Carter's going to be great this year. I've heard a lot of good stuff about him. He did seem to kind of get it all figured out there late in the end of the year. Right? Oh, my goodness. What a kill shot by Xavier Woods right there. Able to make a big hit on Scattaboo and stop him in his tracks. You don't see that very often, but right there, a nice little hit. And 3 men front right here. We'll see if we can find anything. And the pass rush coming up right here. Dart going to do what he does best and scramble. Takes the hit, but still go in. He's going to pick up about 10 yards on the play, setting up 3rd and 2. Calvin Austin. Yes. 0-2. Yes, sir. 0-2. I didn't say it was going to be easy, guys. Jakari in the comments, man, he was like, you're going to win 11 games this year. And I was like, I don't think I'm going to win that many games. Here we go, though. Big 4th down. We're going to roll the dice right here. Scat, I got to believe, can get that. And look at that. Beautiful blocks right there. He gets the 1st down and then some. 3 rushes, 11 yards on the day. And honestly, not filling these coach suggestions. We're just going to have to start going through and finding some plays that we really like. Yes, yes, yes. Here we go, right here. Going to see if we can get it done. Step up in the pocket. Rolls out to avoid the pressure. Finds Scat. Able to get the ball off in a nice play. I think that's part of my problem is I'm rolling out of the pocket a little too fast. And I need to just kind of be a little more patient and allow the blocks to hold up and then kind of step up in the pocket. So that's something I'm going to try to do a little bit better in this game right here. As I drift out of the pocket right there and do the same thing again. You playing the GOAT Kavanaugh. Yeah, he's him and Mooney kind of switch out. So it's like a 2-way. So both of them get play. Oh, they have this formation. I do like this formation. I do want to switch it up, though. There we go. There we go. Slayton's in on this game, so I wonder if we had R1 for a touchdown. Dang, bro. Did I really miss him on the last play or the play before? It had to be the play before. Yeah, I didn't even look at him. He was tired. So because he was tired, I was like, I'm not even going to look at this guy. He's not going to get open. He's exhausted, and maybe I should have. Trips. We'll try that. Also, I'll want to put Isaiah Likely in. Oh, he got bumped. He was going to be open. He had that window. Unfortunately, gets bumped right there, and they didn't call it any type of Play before, run it again. Easy touchdown. Okay, I'll go back to it. 1 second. Let me run this real. Oh, I shouldn't have threw that. All right, let's go back. Like I said, guys, I'm still learning this game. I got to figure out a playbook I like, too. This motion rail. Okay. It won't be open now because y'all said it was going to be open. He's still tired, though. He needs to be subbed out. How does he catch that, man? What a catch by Scat right there. I got hit on the play, unfortunately, so that is tough, but wow. Smith is still the center. Yeah, I know, man. I don't like Smith. Like, what can I do, man? I can't throw any deep balls. Like, no deep balls are available in this game. Like, it's on all Madden, bro, but like, I'm gonna have to fix the pass rush for the CPU. There we go. God almighty, catch the ball. How does Cam Scattaboo catch a jump ball and then our own wide receivers can't catch a ball? Secondly, why are you throwing the ball behind him? If he would have threw him in stride, that was an easy touchdown. I think that's coming back. I think that's DPI. Should I add a little Jordan Humphrey still? Yeah, I know, man. Yeah, it probably needs a boost on all Madden. Yeah, you're not lying, bro. But I'm going to accept that. We need all the help we can get. Yeah, let's just freaking run the ball, man. Looks like we're going to be running the ball a lot till we figure out passing in this game a little bit more. Figure out some sliders that are a little more realistic. There we go, Scat. Nice run up the middle. And this is like two of the worst teams playing against each other. So I feel like we got to win this game. But heck, they're both 0-2. I mean, I feel like this is realistic. There we go, Slayton, man. Trying to split them. Doesn't split them, but gets a nice little play up the middle. And again, still not going to celebrate. There's still a lot to be played right here. Isaiah likely isolated, though. I kind of want to switch it to this right here. Oh, he got him. Catch the ball. William, appreciate the follow, man. I can't get past the 50 most of the time. I got Joe Milton on the Browns. Yeah, man. Yeah. We're playing on all Madden. It's currently on base sliders, man, and it's tough, man. Like we haven't got any really good pass blocking, so it's really limited what we can do. Really, the only thing we've been successful with is running the ball, but when they know we're going to run the ball, it makes it obviously pretty hard. But right there, he tries to get us down. It is going to be a first down. We're going to get back to the line of scrimmage right here. Need to get in the end zone right here. We'll see if we can get it done. We'll see how the defense lines up. And we'll keep an eye out. It does look like man coverage, though, right there. So I think we swap this out. Maybe we can get some rub routes that'll occur naturally. And we can look at that, man. Right off the edge, man. Like, right off the edge. Like, look at this. 65 blocks nobody. 72 blocks him. I mean, why would 65 not slide over and then 72 slide over? Like, immediate pressure. And he's down on the line. He's not a blitzing linebacker. He's a lineman. Why is 72 blocking him? And 65 literally touches nobody but his own player. That's tough. Yeah, it is Mario. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, we get good drives going, and then this crap happens. And then we had a touchdown, and the guy drops the ball. I don't know, guys. I don't know, man. We're not getting anybody catching the ball, and we're not getting blocking. Camel catch. Oddly enough, the only person that can catch the ball is our running back. Our running back's the only guy that can catch the ball. And I don't know how to audible to block. There we go. Screw it. There we go. There we go, Malik. Touchdown Giants. Let's go. Jeez, man, I thought we were going to walk away without points, man, but we get it done. I'm going to go to sleep. Will you be live tomorrow? Yes, I'll be live tomorrow at the same time at 9 o'clock Central Time, p.m. There we go. We get a touchdown, man. That was a hard-earned touchdown. I'm not going to lie. Appreciate the follow, Daniel. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great night, guys. Hope you're enjoying the content. If you've already got a chance to play the game, let me know that favorite thing that you like. And oh, my goodness. Don't play on all Madden. Yes, this is the new Madden. P and Daniel, man, appreciate the follows. What were the scores of the first two games? The Cowboys beat us 24-9, and then we lost last week 28-14 to the Rams. What adjustments did you make to the sliders this year? So far, that this is my third game playing this year, so I'm probably going to go in. I'll definitely say if you're playing on all Madden, you better boost up the pass blocking, because I don't know what it is. Both games, the pass blocking is pretty bad. I do not live in New York or Jersey, and I actually live in Alabama. It's weird that I'm a Giants fan living in Alabama. There we go. We do it right back-to-back kickoff returns, and Austin gonna take it all the way to the house, celebrates like he's got the hurt leg. Touchdown, Giants. Do you live in New York or New Jersey? I've been to New York, and I've been to New Jersey. I went to a Giants game a couple years ago. But, yeah, I love New York City. I would love to live there, but I can't convince my wife to pack us up and move us up there. So, yes, Calvin Austin is the GOAT. I'm a Giants fan living in Mississippi. Hey, yeah, Steven, I got you. You said you're a Giants fan because of Dart, right? Fly. Oh, I ain't repeating that, bro. How do you feel about them? I feel like their window's starting to close, man. I don't think that the Eagles are going to be great too much longer. I don't think they're going to be bad. I just don't think they're going to be like playoff contenders much longer. I think your team's starting to get a little old. You've done a very good job, though, of like bringing in some youth and drafting really well. But, those Super Bowl windows open and close pretty quickly. We're going to the bowl this year. You think so? Interesting. We'll see. I mean, they've still got potential this year. I just think they've only got maybe 2 more years left, and then they're going to have to kind of redevelop. I don't know if Jalen Hurts is the long-term solution either. We would have picked that too. That's tough. Oh, well. There we go. It's good to see some pass rush by the defense, though, man. Jake from State Farm, man. Appreciate the follow, brother. Let me get some of that insurance, man. Who's your favorite team? We're trying to get our first win of the season. Really, both teams are. They're both 0-2 right here, trying to get something done. We're playing our former coach, and right there, nice play by the defender. Able to swat the ball away at the last possible second. Honestly, had a step on him, but wasn't able to get it done, and we are not going to run that. We're going to run cover 6. We're going to switch it up at the last second. See if we can confuse Cam Ward right here. We'll have to keep an eye out for him, though, as he is pretty dangerous, and he does just that. Finding a guy, gets it over the linebacker's head for the first down, and just like that, man, they're going to pick up this first down. This is really their first offensive job. They took it all the way to the house on their kickoff. Then we turned right around and did the same thing back to them. Vikings since Culpepper and Moss. 1 second. I got you. Dang, so you're like an OG fan. I feel that, man. How you feel about OBJ? Yeah, he's a cool guy. I met him a few times in Oxford. Yeah, for sure, man. Dart's pretty cool. I like him, man. He's confident. But, I'm happy about OBJ. I've heard he's done really well, too, and then he has an opportunity to possibly make the roster. Are they going to call illegal contact on us? I think they are. Oh, roughing the passer, even worse. We'll see, though. He knows that he may not make the team, and I've also heard very good stuff about Malachi Fields. I think it depends on how far ahead of Malik Neighbors is of his injury, because I've heard some mixed bag reports. Appreciate the follow, brother. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great night. Let me know that favorite team. Yeah, so, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's a bad angle by me. Touchdown, Tennessee, taking it all the way to the house for the touchdown right there, making the safety look silly. LA Exotic, appreciate the follow, brother. Let me know that favorite team. I'm a Steelers fan, so rooting for him. I got you. But, yeah. We'll see. I don't think it's bad to have a big body wide receiver or even multiple. I think Odell's going to be all right. But we just got to like tone it down. I got you, Cowboy. Your Cowboys whooped us week 1, man, on here. So congrats on that. But yeah, we'll see. I think he's more of a rotational piece though. I don't think he's a full-time starter. So what I imagine is Slayton's probably going to get that number 2 spot, but I don't think he's going to like lock it down. Boring rebuild cuz Giants already have a ton of pieces. I got you. I got you. Yeah, it's not for everybody. I'm a Giants fan myself. And we're currently 0-2, so I mean, I feel like we're rebuilding. They do have a ton of pieces. The problem with the Giants is that they just can't put those pieces together. You think losing Wandell will hurt? I think he really came along, but it was just one of those situations where he didn't perform really well until his contract year, and then his market value kind of like bumped him up. And the Giants didn't want to pay that because they wanted to kind of address some holes in other places under the new head coach. He wanted to get more physical. I understand, though. I had a problem picking. Yeah. I got you. How you feel about the new head coach? I'm happy to see what Harbaugh can bring to the team. I think we're going to get a coach that's like experienced and knows what he's doing, which is something that we desperately needed, honestly. Look at that. It's just a bad pass. We had him too. That would have been a dangerous run and catch opportunity. Fortunately for us, though, not going to get it off right here. Neighbor's going to put him on a streak instead. We're actually going to change likely to that. Let's do that. See if we can get a high-low read across the middle right here. Going to step up in the pocket. Trying to keep the play alive. Throwing a we get a completion. That was risky. Happy about our defensive coordinator. Yeah. I think a lot of honestly, if we would have had a better defensive coordinator last year, we would have won more games, and I think Daboll still would have been our coach. But our defense was, we gave up so many games that we should have won. Like, we should have beat Dallas when Russell was starting at quarterback. We should have beat the Broncos. Who else? Well, there was like 4 or 5 games. What's up, Coop? How you doing, brother? There was a bunch of games last year that we had won, and the defense just let us down because of the soft coverage. Raiders is a good one, but uniforms are bored. Yeah, I get that. Love the get. Hey, appreciate it, man. Yeah, I had to take the contacts. I have this bad habit of wearing my contacts and always wearing them. I never take them out. I know it's not right. I know I shouldn't do it. I always get a stern talking to by my eye doctor every year. Lions, I got you, bro. Lions are pretty good. I'm glad to honestly. I'm rooting for the Lions. I'm glad to see that they're like getting better. They were bad for a long time, so I think it's their time. I think that's fair. But yeah, I slept in my contacts for like 2 months straight, and they were like extremely aggravated today. And I was like, I gotta get my glasses on, so I just popped them on. I'm gonna take a break probably for the weekend. Just wear the glasses the rest of the weekend, let my eyes rest, and then go back to my contacts. But appreciate the kind words, man. I forgot about it. I was actually playing my online Dynasty game and completely forgot about it. Went and put my daughter to bed and woke up the next morning and got on TikTok. I was like, oh, crap, I completely forgot about the game. But, yeah, that was a crazy ending to a game. Honestly, a really, really good game. A lot of times the preseason can be boring, especially when it's not your team and you're not, like, invested, and that is a horrible read. Nothing was open. I had to throw it up, but, geez, man. That was tough. I wanted that comeback or that little stop route, but the linebacker was sitting on it. I thought maybe I could get it over the top with Malik, and obviously not able to get it done. So we'll have to fix some of this stuff going forward. I got to find a playbook. If you guys got some playbooks, let me know, man. Right here, going to go through the – nice. There we go, McFadden. Really wanted to play primetime with bad teams. It's tough. Yeah. I mean, it's no fun. I mean, for some people it is, I guess, but like – I don't want to take over the Chiefs and be like, oh, yeah, I'll win 5 Super. Like, I want a slow build. And the fact that I suck at this game, I'm going to have a slow build. Even if I chose the Chiefs, I'd probably have a slow build. There we go. Nice. We might get a stop right here, though, with 108. That would be huge right here. Let's send some pressure. Let's guess pass. It's got to be a pass, right? We're going to let him user that. I'm going to play as this safety right here. We're going to keep an eye out just in case it's a screen or anything crazy. And thank God he overthrew that because we got completely annihilated right there. Oh, man, that would have been a tough blow, man. Saints playbook? Okay. I'll have to check it out. That's worst take I heard in a while. Facts. What's up, bro? What's up, man? How you doing, man? Good to see you, man. Right here, trying to get a win right here. Our first win of the season. Yeah. I appreciate everybody in here, by the way. Thank you guys for spending a little bit of time tonight watching me play really badly, I'll say. This is definitely not high volume gameplay. So I do appreciate that, guys. But we got 55 seconds. So if something's there, look at that. Down the seam. Beautiful pass. There we go. 50 seconds. Let's rush back to the line of scrimmage. See if we can get something cooking on this drive right here. Kind of want to play something a little off script right here. We'll see how this works. It could be man coverage, though. I think we motion a guy right here. Maybe the number 2 motion. That's not going to work. Screw it. As we waste more time off the clock. Horrible coaching right there. Rolling out of the pocket, not throwing a triangle. We're going to see if we can take off. And Dart has the speed, and he's going to get out of bounds, stopping the clock. It's all the NFL. Yes, sir. Winning the fourth quarter, and all except Eagles and Saints. Yeah, the Saints was another one, man. Thank you. Yeah, the Saints. We should have won that game. We jumped up big on them, and I was like, holy crap. And then we just fell apart. Like, there's just so many. What difficulty? This is the hardest one. I can't remember what it's called. All Madden. I just had to throw it, man. That should have been pass interference because our tight end was going to break open. Oh, what now? What? Oh, I got what you're saying. Which one's hard? Oh, and I feel like this one's harder. Can we fit that in that window? Beautiful touchdown, Giants, and Slayton, who didn't get a lot of playing time to start the season, coming in and showing that he deserved a little more playing time, getting a catch for a touchdown. Love to see that. We're going to miss this field goal, I think. God bless America, bro. Do you got potential next year? Yeah. Well, so I don't think this year is going to be a really good game, or I don't think they're going to do anything crazy this year, but I do think they have an opportunity to the next year build on it. Like a lot of times we'll see. Like it's a brand new offense. Everybody's learning, and they're going to a more physical mindset. So you got to get those players in there. We were running more of like a shotgun heavy scheme before. So we'll see. OBJ back to play with the Giants again. Yeah, he's starting on here for us too. I think he's a little banged up though. That's why we're seeing some of Slayton today. Right here, gonna go up the middle. Man, can I get a big hit? We got to get a big hit eventually. I tried to win a Super Bowl with all 32 teams, and Madden 26 was so rough. Oh, I can imagine, bro. I can imagine. They call a timeout right here. Might as well get in prevent right here. But honestly, this is going to be the first time that we'll be going into the half with a lead right here. So, I mean, that's a step in the right direction. Right here, Cam Ward going to throw it up. Can we get an interception? We can. There we go. Campbell going to get the interception. Can we get something crazy right here? Would be super cool. Don't know if we got the speed. Yeah, he's just not fast enough. But we got the interception. It's going to be halftime. Do a cut stick instead of a hit stick. Yeah, you're probably... See, on college football, you want a hit stick. On here, I guess you got a cut stick. Like, I can hit stick really good. I've won a couple games in our Louisville dynasty that we're doing on the college football side because of hit sticks where they fumble the ball. He almost got on around the edge, though, right there. So here we go. Can the Titans come back and win this game? Can the Giants put together a consistent second half? Something they struggled with last year. We'll see as Cam Ward under center right here. Going to see if he can get this offense moving. It looks like it's going to be play action right here. Can I switch stick? Oh, I tried to switch stick to the guy. I ain't going to lie. Madden is mad fun this year. It is fun, but I just suck at it, bro. I do suck. Unfortunately. Appreciate the follow, Jade, man. Thank you so much. It's year one of our dynasty rebuild. We're kind of playing off of a coach that we currently had on college football. Coach Marcus Still, he was able to bring Mississippi State their first ever program national championship. Had a 50, I think it was like 52 or 54-14 record or something like that. Very good record. He got a call from the Giants. It was between him and Harbaugh. They ended up going with Marcus Still, and he's trying to turn this program around and prove that he's ready to make that jump from college to the NFL, man. Evan, appreciate the follow. Also, all you new followers, Austin as well. Let me know that favorite team in the comments, man. This is game 3, though. We lost to the Cowboys and we lost to the Rams, trying to get our first win. I feel like this is going to be one of the easier games of the season. All you guys with the follows, man, greatly appreciated. We also got a gift as well. Huge sack right there. Omar with the follow as well. Patrick, appreciate the heart, me, man. Thank you so much for the support. Nice drive right there by the defense, though. Getting the sack on Ward right there. He was nonchalant in the pocket. and probably should have been a little more careful as he stepped right into the sack. He goes down. Another thing about this Madden is I know this team. We got a Chiefs fan, a Colts stream. Yeah, for sure, man. It is, man. Appreciate all you guys being in here. Right here, though, let's see if we can get a lead by more than 7 or 6 points. I would love to see that right here. We got a good opportunity. But, yeah, I know all the players pretty well. I'm a huge Giants fan. So I can actually call these guys by name. Right there, Scatterboot fighting for some yards through some contact. It's going to be a 6-yard gain on the play. He's got 71 yards, continuing that very, very impressive start to the year. He's been over 100 yards, I believe, in every game we played. He's trying to get to it again. We got a Chicago Bears fan in here. Yes, sir. Colts, man, how do you feel about Daniel Jones? Obviously, the Giants don't like him. There we go, scat. Beautiful run, and he goes out of bounds. It takes 2 guys to bring him down, adding even more to the impressive feat he's had on the ground. You don't think interesting, Joey. You don't think the Bears are going to be good this year? I think they're going to be good. I think they got a quarterback, that's for sure. There we go. Nice play, scat. That right there going to get him over 100 yards. So, again, man, 3 games in a row. New York Giants fan here. Yes, sir, Ant. It's good to see the Giants. I'm glad I'm not the only one, man. Sometimes I feel like we don't even exist. Right, you're going to get out of the pocket, but he's going to have to take off with his legs. Nobody really getting open right there. And able to pick up something out of nothing. A 3-yard gain with the scramble. That's something that Dart's known for. He's able to get those hard-earned yards that a lot of people never expect him to get right here, though. They're going to send some pressure rolling out of the pocket. Can he throw it on the run? He can, but Neighbors not able to catch the ball. It's going to fall out of his hands. And here we go, guys. It's going to be 3rd and 7. So big down for us right here. We'll see if we can convert. They're going to motion over Beckham right here. We'll see if he gets the ball. Maybe this play is designed, and it looks like they are going to get it to him. But again, why is he throwing it behind him? If he throws that ahead of him, that's money, bro. All right, so here we go. Going to gamble. We did it earlier in the game. It worked out. We'll see if it works right here. And, yeah, we got the running back. Again, throwing behind him, but he catches the ball. I think it's because I'm pass lead. Now, maybe I don't need to pass lead, because I feel like the pass lead's actually hurting me. Not as much as people are hyping them up to be. I could get that. Hopefully he doesn't get the curse, man. I hate that for any player, but obviously I'd understand. There we go. Just hand the ball off. We could have went with the RPO, but why not run the ball? We're having a lot of success, and now I feel like it's a good time to try this play. And Neighbors is going to run it. Oh, that's just, we'll see. Going to run into the backfield, and can he get to the outside? He can. This play might be overpowered. Nice play. Neighbors getting it. Every game was close with them. I'll say this. Like a couple years ago, Giants, when they went to the playoffs, they had a lot of close games, and then the next year they weren't good. So that's a valid argument. I can get behind that, but we'll see. There we go. And Scat going to pay it off for the score, and the Giants going to go up 2 possessions, and we're going to go for 2 right here. See if we can get this back to a 14-point game. And yes, exactly what I was thinking. Coach is on the same page. Here we go, man. Let's get some good blocks by our wide receivers, and let's get in here right here. Going to throw it to him immediately, and Isaiah Likely getting the 2-point conversion. And there we go, guys. 28-14 Giants up big over the Titans. This might be the game where we finally get a win, guys. We can move to 1-2, and then the season is got some life right there, though. Finally pulling him down. And let's see what we can do right here with the adjustments. Defensive motion response, aggression. Yeah, let's play aggressive, conservative, aggressive, conservative. Ball hawk. There we go. Yeah, let's do that. I like that. Taiwan, man, appreciate the follow, brother. Let me know that favorite team. Are you a Giants fan? I know there's a couple Giants fans in here. The Packers game was such a fluke, especially at the end. I mean, you got to have a little bit of luck. I will say that. You do got to have a little bit of luck, or they might have beat the Rams. Yeah. I still feel like the Broncos was the best team last year. I feel like the Broncos got screwed with the injury. I still think that if Bo Nix didn't get hurt, they would have won it all. We'll see, though, right? Oh, play action right there. There we go. Get a tackle. There we go. Again, 2nd and 9. They're playing behind the chains. That's kind of been the problem for them today. They haven't been able to. You're tipping, duh. Steelers gang, I got you, bro. Seattle would have beat would have beat them worse. You think so? I don't know, man. They almost beat I think the Patriots were frauds, bro. They played one of the easiest schedules of the entire season, and then even their playoff run wasn't super impressive. Like, I don't know. I wasn't sold on them. Nice play right there. Finds the receiver across the middle, throws it up in the air. He's able to go up in the air, catch the ball. That's a huge first down. And they know they got to get points on this drive. If they come up empty-handed, they're going to lose this game and fall to 0-3. But we're trying to get revenge against Dayball, our previous coach, right there, trying to go with the RPO. But two guys, Arvell Reese right there on the tackle as well, the first-round pick. Rate the game. I'll give it a 7. I think 7's a fair score. Ooh, very fortunate that ball didn't fall in the hands of a defensive lineman. Hits this guy in the back of the head. I have one of the best. They did have a good defense. That's the only reason they made it as far, but they weren't a good team as far as offense. Like, Drake May did not have, like he was playing pretty poorly in the, God dang it, dude. Why'd you stop covering with him, man? You got to stay with him, Newbin. He gave up on the play, and because of that, he was able to fit that ball in there. No, Seattle's good, yes. I'm not saying Seattle was bad. I'm just saying we would have had a much more interesting Super Bowl between the Broncos and the Seahawks versus the Patriots and the Seahawks. Yeah, it's the glasses, bro. I'm looking like an actual dad tonight. My age is really showing tonight. I've been sleeping in my contacts for quite a while, and they got really irritated, so I took them out. My eyes are still red, and I took them out like 3 hours ago. So that's probably why I'm looking a little different. That, and I'm rocking all Giants gear tonight, so that too right here. Got to watch that. Oh, my goodness. Why'd he throw it away? He had his guy wide open. I mean, I'm very happy that he did, but Ertz got to be aggravated on the play right there. What about we about to win our... Yeah, we are about... Well, I mean, we'll see. You can't ever count any team out when they're playing the New York Giants. This has got to be a pass. Let's watch that crosser right there. Yeah. There we go. Good defense. Love to see that. Brian Burns, he's been real quiet to start the season off. Little disappointed in what he's been able to do. Kind of was expecting him to come in and make some pretty nice blitzes, but he has been pretty quiet. Nice to see him getting some pressure right there and the crowd getting into it right here. See if we can get a play. And, dude, Cam Ward on third down. Oh, my goodness, your age is definitely showing, saying Broncos are the best in the league. I don't think they're the best in the league. I may have misspoke on that. They were a top team last year. They were a good team. Like, Bo Nix had a really good season. Oh, there we go. I needed that on third down, though. Let's go underneath and ultra aggressive. Watch for the run right here. They could try to run the ball. They could be playing to kind of set themselves up. Right here, though, with the motion, they're probably going to go inside and out, and they do just that. And we are able to take that away and get the sack with the design pressure right there. Newbin coming through for a nice tackle. Love to see that. And they're going to rush back to the line of scrimmage. This time, we're not going to send as many people. We're actually going to put him out to the outside right there. They're going to go, oh, my God, are they going to score like that? They score on the RPO screen. We were expecting them to go deep right there. They change it up, and the defender's bailing to protect the end zone. Doesn't work out. Robinson, Wandale. No, that's not Wandale. Never mind. I was about to say. Robinson, though, with a nice pitch. Surely that's not Wandale Robinson. If it is, they got to fix that. Green Bay coming for y'all. It don't even matter. What do you think? Do you think we beat Dallas Safari? I think it's possible. That is Wandale? Wandale's not white. That dude look white. Okay, follow the blocks, cut off of it. They traded for him probably. No, they got him in free agency. I know he went to the Titans. I don't think his skin tone's right. Got Fields in round 14. There we go. Might as well run the ball. There we go. Break some tackles. We're playing into our strength now because now we can go to I form right here. We can run this ball. Look at this motion. Let's run this motion run play. Neighbors going into the locker room with an injury, though, so something we'll have to keep our eye on at the end of this game. Surely we're not losing him out for the season. Nice counter right there, and look at that, man. Ricard. Yeah, there you go, Scat. Just Just run backwards, buddy. You must have a concussion. They better give us the first down. It doesn't matter. They call a face mask, but I don't even think that was a first down. I think it was 3rd and inches. We're going to accept that. I like that counter play. I'm going to add that to the favorites, though. That actually blocked really well. Neighbors injured. Yeah, I know, man. What a world. Well, I was kind of excited to play with him, but he's... I don't know, man. There we go. Neighbors. Horrible angle by the cornerback right there. Didn't want any part of hitting Cam Scadaboo. He goes around the edge and gets some extra yards. Wasn't able to get too many, but 4 yards. We'll take that. Titans take 6-1-5. Appreciate the follow, brother. Trying to get our first win against you right now. We lost to Dallas, and we lost to the Rams. There we go. Give me a stiff arm, Cam. That's what I'm talking about. That is the Derrick Henry stiff arm. Oh, no. Broken ribs. That's tough. Yeah, we'll sub Odell. Definitely didn't want to see that, though. Yeah, we've got Darius Slayton. He's just lower on. I wanted Fields to kind of get some playing time. I feel like Slayton's good, but, like, he's had his time to be that guy, and he just hasn't really, like, developed. Like, for a while, he was our number one, but it was because we didn't have, like, we didn't really have a number one wide receiver. Scat injured. Scat got injured, too? What? I mean, Tracy's good. Look. All you haters on Tracy. I'm so tired of the Tracy slander. He goes in for the touchdown, does his own version of a backflip, and the Giants going to go back up 14 points with 2:43 to go in the fourth. If we can kick the field goal. And we do just that. Cannot wait. Let's go, Tracy. I got to see what's wrong with Scat, bro. I thought he was just tired. Let's go look at the injury report really quickly. No, he's not hurt. He was just tired. Woo, you guys scared me. To be determined. Okay, so that's good to see, man. Yeah, Odell's starting for us, man. He's one of the guys on the outside. Thank goodness we didn't lose Scadaboo also and Neighbors. Neighbors got broken ribs, though, so he's going to be out a couple weeks. So we might end up putting Slayton back in. We'll see. We've also got Mooney and Austin, though, so we've got some other guys. And, oh, my goodness, man, pancakes for days. 55 pancake, 2 guys back-to-back. Yeah, and Titans got a pretty tough schedule coming up, so they definitely needed to get a win against another struggling team, but right now just not getting it done. I will say with the All Madden this year, it does feel like the better teams are a lot harder to beat, if that makes sense. So, I mean, I do like that. I hate when you're like a bad team and you can just go in. Look at that, dude. Freaking pancakes. I thought they fixed this crap. And they go all the way for the touchdown. The Titans trying to keep this game tight. And one play on the screen, a bunch of pancakes. They're serving breakfast on the field. And they get in for the touchdown, 4-7 right there. And we'll see what they decide to do. Maybe they go with the onside kick, or are they going to punt it deep? They're still about 2:26. I don't know if they're quite ready for that. They've also got all 3 timeouts. There's trick plays on here. They're going to do a kickoff. Let's try a trick play. What could go wrong? Yeah, run the clock now. Where's the trick play? I was waiting on the trick play. Maybe you got to run it a certain way. All right, it's cool. Single back. Oh, okay, we got a lot of single back. Interesting. Wing. I want some old school pro. Does anybody know a good old school pro playbook that's on here? Does anybody have like the old school, like I-form, Maryland I, stuff like that? I would love to get into that, especially with Scat, man. He's the perfect back for that. Right there, not going to get too many yards. This is the thing, though. They know we're going to be running the ball, so we got to be a little creative. We obviously want to, get them to use all their timeouts and not give them, free possessions. But at the same time, we can't just be super predictive. You had the pit. Oh, I got you. Okay, appreciate you telling me that, bro. Right, you're going to hand it off, though. Scat again running the ball. He's going to get a couple yards. They're going to call a timeout. 2:15 remaining. I feel like we got to pass the ball in this situation, but we can be a little careful with this, maybe. Like, if it's not there, they obviously don't throw it. But looky there, wide open. Beckham, you were just asking about him. We cut Jalen high, and we moved Odell Beckham back to number 13. So if you guys are confused, so thinking, oh, Jalen Hyatt's playing. No, Jalen Hyatt is off the team. We gave Odell back his number. I feel like that's the first thing you got to do. All right, so we get the first down, and that could be game, especially if we get one more right there. Fighting really hard, but good run defense by the Titans. That is going to take us to the 2-minute warning, but Tennessee with no timeouts right here. So it's 2nd and 8. There's what? How much time on the time clock? Let me think. It's like 30 seconds, right? Or 40? Is it 30 or 40, guys? Google says Detroit has Maryland not interesting. Yeah, I definitely want to check that out. I'm going to flip this. There we go. Oh, I ran into my blocker. Ah, that's on me, guys. I had it too. Oh, I had it. Let's try this. With Isaiah Locke. Oh, it's Odell. Oh, okay. Keep an eye on Odell right here. You guys block for me. It's not open, but that is. We'll take that. Slayton hitting a spin move, and that's going to be the game, guys. We're going to get the first down, 150 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception on the day. And the New York Giants are going to get their first win of the season over the Tennessee Titans. A revenge game against their former head coach. And Dart taking the knee. It's going to be 35-28. The return for Dayball, not a good one as the OC. And Robert Saleh, not very happy as well. But he is going to show some respect, shaking the hand. Yes, sir, we get the win. W's in the chat, man. Pause. What did I say, man? I probably did say something crazy. I have a bad habit of saying he stood in the pocket and he came in his face and he delivered when I'm talking about like the quarterback under pressure. So I do get the pause a lot for saying something similar along the lines of that. There we go. Scat pack. Let's do elusive. Let's get him a little more elusive because I feel like he's not breaking as many tackles as he could. Colton Hood. We got to start getting this guy some play time. So I think we're going to swap him and make him the starter over Drew for a little bit. We did promise him 200. Also, Darius Alexander. Want to kind of continue to progress him as well. Go Big Blue. Yes, sir. Giants Nation. Yeah. There we go. Corey Black. Not really interested. Tyler Newman. He's a starter. Let's do zone. Let's see if we can get his zone coverage up a little bit more. 2 zone. That's not bad. Jason Pinnock. Another starter. We'll go zone with him as well. We're going to get the +2 zone to him. And then we will auto progress those. So what we're going to do really quickly, guys, appreciate all the W's in the chat, guys. I know you guys had to wait a long time to neighbors out multiple weeks, man. Oh, that's tough. All right, so we got to go look at our roster and switch some stuff out for sure now. So Scattaboo, Tracy, Gray, fullback. For tight end, for wide receiver, we're going to do Slayton. Fields has been okay, but I still think he needs to develop a little bit more. And we need some speed. So we're going to put Austin there and then Mooney there. As far as tight end, I think it's time. I like Theo Johnson, but I want Isaiah Likely starting. He's better as a player, in my opinion. And then for our slot wide receiver, let's fix that as well. Put Calvin Austin there. And I think that'll be pretty good. Broken ribs. I know, bro. Yeah, he got broken ribs. 27 better. I don't know, man. I didn't play 26, so I can't give you an honest answer on that, Asen. Okay, so also we're going to go look at these as well. Gameplay sliders. We played a couple games now. I'm not really going to mess with the player too much. I do think that this needs to be toned down just a hair. Not too much. That as well. Run blocking. About there. Interceptions got to go down a lot. We'll do 30. We'll try 30 for a little bit. And then for player skills, I feel like that's got to go up because the blocking's atrocious. We have been running the ball pretty aggressively. We're going to turn that down. And interceptions and pass coverage might go up a little bit. Tackling also. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. So there's your first sliders, guys. We just did our first sliders live. So we will see. Let's go over right here. Scouting, regional folk. I'm just not going to do this. We'll get into this off stream, and I'll make some videos if you guys are interested in that. You playing any more games tonight? It's 11:07. Let's see what we got next. Hold tight. If it's a big-time game, We'll save it for tomorrow night to kick off the stream. I don't understand any of this lock. So we got the Cardinals. We'll play this game. Delegate. Play full game. So we'll play one more game, guys. We're gonna lock in against the Cardinals really quickly. See if we can win this game and get back to 500 would actually be huge for us. And then we'll start off after our 4. But I'm going to do like a recap video and everything. I'll put it on the other apps that allow you to see it. So if anybody wants to keep up with it or go back, or if you kind of came in late and missed some of the first games, it will be available. I always post the raw ones to the red. And I'm currently working on getting a little bit better at quick editing for TikTok. So that's what I'll probably do after stream. I do got to advance the league, though, so that's something I got to do as well. Thank you. I'm new, and I kind of enjoy your... Yeah, for sure, Dallas. Yeah, man. I've got some videos up, but it's college football right now. Like I said, this is our first episode, so you really joined at a great time. Like, we just started on the Madden side. But my plan is to kind of split... There we go. Big run. Huge run up the middle. But my goal is to split between college and Madden. So we'll do like, I stream 4 nights a week. So one day during the week, I'm thinking like we'll do Mondays and Fridays for Madden, and then do Wednesdays and Saturdays for college football. If I buy, can I play, or do I have to wait? Now you would have to wait. So you had like a deadline to get it. I think it was right before college football came out that you could get the MVP Plus subscription and get the 7-day early access. But after that, it kind of, you don't have it anymore, I don't believe. Nothing really open. Can we get him upfield? Beautiful play. And we're starting to figure out the pass game a little bit. Honestly, it helps that we're able to block now. I do think that adding the +10 to the pass block definitely helps right there. It's not impossible to throw the ball, but still don't want to get too carried away. And there we go. Get that ball out quickly to Slayton for a nice play. Is the game good? I like the game. I'm not going to lie. I think you're going to have to tweak it a little bit, especially if you come in on all Madden, because the pass blocking is really, really bad on base 50 sliders. But I bumped mine up to 10, and I think that's better. I lowered my run blocking, though. The run blocking is still a little overpowered. Right now, we're working on a Louisville. So our first rebuild was with a Mississippi State. Obviously, this coach is now. That's why we ended it, so we could move him to the NFL. That was my plan all along, is to get this coach to the NFL to start his career and continue his legacy. But we're currently building the Louisville Cardinals, and we're still in season 1. So you haven't missed too much. I've actually got recap videos up on my TikTok if you want to kind of go back. I got an update, though, from the last stream. So I got a lot of editing to do this weekend. But it started off the season a little rocky. We've been able to kind of come back into our own and find a nice little thing. Yeah, for sure, man. But we've also got an online viewer. Oh, Tracy with a juke. Nice juke. We've also got an online dynasty with my viewers from college football. And I'll stream those. But I do those on, if it's a college football night, I do it live. But if it's not, I just do it through Discord. It's like a 48-hour advance. So if you are interested in like watching those games, if you join my Discord, I always stream my games when I play them. Even if I'm not on stream, they'll be available through Discord. So usually I'll let everybody know when I'm going to play that game, and then people can like go in there. And also, if you can watch other people, a lot of other people will stream their games in there as well. I'm an Alabama fan. Hey, me too, man. I live in Alabama. Alabama fan, New York Giants fan. Jackson, appreciate the follow, brother. What kind of passing meter do you use? Placement and accuracy. I feel like that's the best one. And once you learn it, it's not bad. There is a little bit of a learning curve to it, though, especially if you've been doing the traditional. But it's not bad. You just got to get used to it. The best advice I would give you, an Aggies fan. I'm a little nervous about playing the Aggies this year. I'm not going to lie. I think you got a very good team. Y'all were good last year. But that game definitely makes me a little nervous. As an Alabama fan, I'm a little worried about this team. We got to see who the quarterback's going to be. I want Keelan Russell to start, but I'm worried that they're going to give it to Mac. And if they give it to Mac, that could definitely be a bad situation. I just don't think he's ready. And I think they're going to give him the first shot at it just simply because he's been around longer, but we'll see. Here we go. Pinch this line. This could be a run, and they are going to run it, and we are all over it. Kayvon Thibodeau getting pressure in the backfield, going down for 6-yard loss right there, and that was beautiful run defense by the veteran now, and he is playing for that contract. We've got some more pass rushers on our team since we drafted him, and he knows the importance of playing very well as he's getting, if I'm not mistaken, on that contract year. But Jacoby Brissett, man, going to play his best game and try to get a win right here. They do have one win on the season. So big games for both teams as they could both get to that 500. And right here, oh, throw that. Man, there we go. The pressure. I think it's going to be Russell. Yeah, I hope so. I feel like it might be just because they haven't named him. I feel like they would have already named Austin Mack, if that makes sense. Let's go underneath right here. And they're going to go for it on 4th down. I don't blame them right here. And it is going to be a pass, and I played aggressive underneath, and Newman, man, keep your head up. You had a pick right there. He just completely ran himself out of the play, and that gives them the 1st down right there, and they're going to keep the drive alive. Brian, appreciate the follow, brother. Oh, you're the New York Matt. Got you, bro. No, not really. I am a New York Giants fan, though, for sure. Hopefully, Ryan will have a good season. If they keep him on the outside, I think they will. I think the problem last year was they tried to make him a slot wide receiver, and I don't think he has the size for it. Saints fan, I got you, bro. How do you feel about your quarterback? Do you like style, or however you say it, Tyler Shuck? Do you think he's the guy, or do you think maybe, sorry, mate, how about them Cowboys? Hey, no, you're good. The Cowboys beat us week 1, man. Unfortunately, I'm not a huge fan of the Cowboys. Gap, appreciate the follow, brother. Hope you're having a great night. I do appreciate it. Like I always tell my new followers, guys, let me know that favorite team. At last, New York got, yeah. They finally won one, man. That was crazy. I was pulling for them. I'm not a huge basketball fan. Appreciate the follow, Luna. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great night. Drop that favorite team. Also, guys, let me know your favorite team to win the Super Bowl this year. Let me know who's going to be the team from the AFC and the NFC. I'm curious to see what you guys think. Roll Tide is right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Roll Tide, roll, baby. Right here. Let's see if we can get a stop. They're going to pass the ball, I imagine. We're going to see if we can send a pressure on Brissett. We do, and he throws it over the top, and how does he come down with it? What a catch by the Cardinals right there. Kendrick Bourne, he was matched up on a linebacker, but I felt like that was really good coverage. Orange Dirty, appreciate the follow. What a play right there. And then keeping both the feet in, we go for the swat. Great concentration, and that's a touchdown, and the Cardinals going to respond immediately. What a dime by Jacoby Brissett right there. I mean, that was beautiful. You can't even hate on that. Yeah, go Lions, I got you. Chiefs versus Packers, interesting, man. Appreciate the follow, Britt. I'm betting Stanford took old this season. Let's see, the NFL Hall of Fame induction ceremony and NFL Network on ESPN 12 o'clock today. Really? Interesting. I'm trying to pick my Evo player for my Giants theme team and not sure who to pick. See, I don't even know how to do that. I did get on Ultimate Team the other night, and I just spent all my points on like packs on the store that came with the pre-order. I don't even know if I'm going to play Ultimate Team this year, but I do like to get on there and open the packs and see if I can get anything crazy. On college football, I actually had a lot of success. I ended up getting 1 million coins with my pre-order bonuses from spending those coins, but then I went in there and spent on a bunch of packs and lost about 300K of it. But again, I haven't really played it. I'm more of a dynasty guy. I was big into the Ultimate Team when I was younger, but it's a lot. And oh, I wish you wouldn't have sat down right there, bro. If you would have kept running, you were going to get the pass. Nice play right there. I don't know if they call that a sack or not. What do you think about the New York Jets this season? The Jets, man. I don't know, bro. Man, you had it, bro. Turn around and catch the ball. He threw that on the money. He let it back shoulder, and unfortunately not going to be able to catch the ball right there. We're going to have to punt the ball back to the Arizona Cardinals, and not only do we punt them the ball, it's awful. And they get the ball almost at midfield. Jet's going to jet. Are you into the rookie? We got Malachi Fields. Yes, I've heard a lot about him. I think he's going to be really good, man. You can guarantee the Jets are going to be bad every season. Who knows, man? I mean, everybody used to say that about the Browns. Everybody used to say that about the Lions, and they were able to get out of it. I do think that management plays a big role in some of these teams, though, that are pre-annual or every year they just not very good. I do think that that's a big part. Oh, my God. I over-pursued it. Nice, nice. That's McBride, if I'm not mistaken. Nice catch right there. And it looks like we got a player down with an injury. Well, who knows? I mean, the Jets got to do something different. Who's their new head coach now? Didn't they get the guy from the Lions, if I'm not mistaken, one of the coordinators? Get down on that. There we go. Nice sack right there. Darius Alexander in his second year with a nice sack. A lot of the coaches were really big on him as well, said he really developed as the year went on. He got a little bit better each and every week. So that is kind of encouraging to see. And right here, keep an eye on that tight end, throwing it up in the air, and nice to tackle the guy that could have caught the ball. It's going to be 3rd and 17. Yeah, Aaron Glenn. Well, so we'll see. Yeah, I mean, that's cool. He gets hurt, and then Darius Alexander comes in and makes a huge play. We'll see, though. I don't know. I feel like the Bears got the better coordinator from the Lions. I will say that as far as a head coach. But again, I don't know if you can really blame the Jets. There we go. Nice tackle. So we end up doing very good. Even after a bad punt right there, we're going to force a punt back to us. So holding them out of field goal range, very, very good for us to see. What are we thinking, chat? Can we go down the field and score right here? I kind of like our chances, but we'll see. They're going to punt us out on the 7, though. So a nice little punt right there to pin us deep. So we're definitely going to have to work for the touchdown. Ben Johnson, he's pretty good, man. He definitely got the Bears. I mean, he was coaching the same team that the other coach was, and he was able to get them to win some games in his first year. I think it's worth it. I think it's fun. You're going to have to go in and kind of fix your sliders if you're going to do like I do and play against the CPU. So if that's your goal, definitely just kind of find a good slider set. I'm going to make a slider set video eventually, but I got to play some more games and test out some more sliders. We just switched the sliders up just a little bit right before this game. So this is kind of a test game to see how those sliders, we usually play about 3 to 5 games with a new set, and then we'll tweak them a little bit more. There we go. Nice play. Come on, Likely. Fight for me. Not going to get the first down, though. And again, guys, we're just too close to the end zone right here. We're going to have to punt the ball back to him, and hopefully we can get a little bit of a better punt. And it looks like we are going to boom it a little bit deeper. Thanks, bro. I'll watch your sliders video when you put. Yeah, I have one for the college football, but it is a little outdated. They did finally update the game. So I'm also working on one for that as well. I think I've got that one pretty figured out. I think I'm real close to getting that one figured out, though. So that one should be coming out next week, honestly, for the college side. Man, nobody on him. Nice play right there. Oh, and we face mask him. What are you doing? Sal, appreciate the follow, bro, man. Thank you so much. And we're going to give him a free 15 yards on the play. Definitely didn't want to see that, but it does happen. And Abdul Carter, man, you got to be a little bit smarter than that. He was able to make the tackle. He was just a little too aggressive. I think it's good, Everett. I like it. I haven't played any online head-to-head, though, so I can't really give you a true answer if that's what you're looking for. I'm more of a sim guy. So as far as the sim side, I do feel like it's a pretty decent game. If you're going to play on all Madden, you are going to have to tweak the sliders just a little bit. It is a little overpowered on 50 base sliders. And like I was just saying, I'm going to eventually make a slider video. But I got to do a little bit more testing. I've only played it really. I played today. So I've only played a couple games. So I don't really want to go out and make a slider just yet. I want to make sure that the testing's pretty realistic. I want to see realistic stats. Right there, just pick the ball. And how do we not come down? Honestly, I shouldn't even swapped. They're going to go for it right here. So, I mean, they went for it earlier. It didn't pay off. If I'm not, yeah, no, it did pay off. I'm tripping. See what they do right here. They're probably going to go to the flats, and they do. And we are going to fight. And do they give it to him? Interesting. That's very close, and we cannot challenge the play because we're within 2 minutes. But I don't think he got that, guys. That was really close. I know I saw him stretching the ball out, but I would have been interested to see where the knee went down. Right there. The check down merchant himself right there, just throwing check downs. But it's working, man. They're moving down the field. So I like playing franchise, but I do play online a good bit. Yeah, so I'm probably not going to be the one you want for those sliders. And I got bumped right there. Nice. Nice play call. Not natural pick right there. Gets that separation. We're just not able to close that gap. So we're going to have to lock in right here. Don't want to give up 7 before halftime. If we give up 3, I can live with that. But giving up 7, I feel like that's unforgivable. And honestly, if he wants to check this down, oh, that would have been crazy if we could have picked it and plucked it out of the air right there. How are you playing? So I got the MVP Plus subscription. So that gave you the 7-day early access to the college and the NFL. It also gave you the deluxe editions of the game. So that's how we're playing. We get that 7 days earlier. But you can't get that anymore. You can still order the deluxe and get the 3-day early access if you want, but you can't get the MVP Plus subscription. That kind of expired. Put your hands up, bro. Play the ball, man. There we go. 4th and 10. So they are going to have to settle for a field goal. It would be huge if we get a block right here. McCreary, we actually got him in a trade. We got rid of Deontay Banks. He's not going to come off the edge, though, and they are going to punch it through. This is on All Madden. All Madden, my man. So they're going to take a 3-point lead. We got our first win of the year last week against the Titans. We were hoping to get back to 500 right here. Just take the knee. It is halftime. We're just going to fast sim this really quickly. And we end up getting sacked. That's funny. All right, so here we go. Back to the kickoff right here. And I'm going to have to fix it where we get the ball to start halftime because we've literally not got the ball at halftime in all 5 games we've played. Or 4 games, excuse me. There we go. As an Eagles fan, lock in and go 15-2. That would be sweet, man. If we could do that, I'm guessing you're... No, Bobby, I'm not. I'm not. I'm a huge New York Giants. I know you're being sarcastic, bro. But yeah, big Giants fan. There we go. Can we defeat the block? I do feel like the linebackers play the run a little bit better on Madden. I will say that. Bobby, appreciate the follow, man. Are you a Cowboys fan by chance? But yeah, difficulty is all Madden. So we are trying to get it locked. I'm working on my sliders as I play this Dynasty as well. It's going to be sim sliders though. Piccolo, is that how you say it, man? Sorry if I butchered it. Appreciate the follow, brother. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great night. I don't feel like we can guess underneath right here. Yeah. There we go. And the pressure. He drops the ball, so we get the stop. Huge by the defense right there. We are going to get the ball now with an opportunity to go back and take the lead back from these guys, or even just tying the game up. But obviously, we love 7 right here. Let's see if Austin can get a little sticky with the return right here. There we go. Woo! I'm telling you, on college side of the game, man, I can return punts like nobody's business. Steelers fan, I got you, bro. The Steelers. How do you feel about Aaron Rodgers? Do you wish he would have retired, or are you glad he's back? I'm interested. I feel like Aaron Rodgers has played out of his prime, and he's destroying his legacy. That's just my opinion. When he went to the Jets, he should have just retired. I mean, obviously, it didn't work out at the Jets. They gave an arm and leg. Oh, you're happy. Okay. I think he was a great quarterback when he was at Green Bay, and I think he had, a lot of stuff. But ever since we fumbled the ball, what? I don't know if we fumbled that. I wasn't even paying attention. I thought he was tackled. Buda Baker, though, saying he's going to get it right here. I think we got to challenge that. They're not going to let us challenge that. Are you serious? Okay, they're challenging. Yeah, I was about to say. That was not a fumble. Thank you, man. At least the game was like, man, that was some BS. Let's go to I-form. Let's try this counter. We had a lot of success in it the last game. We'll see if it works this game. Honestly, I'd love to see counters coming back. Appreciate the rose, man. Thank you so much for the rose. I do appreciate it, brother. Like, for real, right? Oh, it doesn't work that time. It's 4th and 2. I feel like this is where we can go for it, but we definitely want to get into a better play call. Something like this right here. And let's do it like that. So we're going to look at triangle, circle, and X. Triangle's got it. Oh, my God. He was wide open, and he missed the ball. Slayton, bro. Oh, the real Giants fan 5, man. Appreciate the follow. Did you see that? That's crazy. I can't believe that, bro. We had it too, and it was just overthrown just by a hair. Looked like it honestly went right between his hands, and we end up turning the ball over. So again, we're still losing to the Cardinals. This is supposed to be one of the worst teams, and we are currently struggling to get these guys put away as we're getting late into the third quarter, and they're in scoring territory again after not getting that fourth down conversion. We had it too. That's tough. Get on that. There we go. Knock it loose. Knock it loose. Okay, huge play right there, but we got to continue. Honestly, if we can get a sack, Jackson Dart breakout year. In real life, yes. In our franchise, I am not doing this man any justice whatsoever. I am the turnover merchant, unfortunately. Now we got DK, Pittman, Wilson. Yeah. Y'all got some good teams. What is the record for the Giants this year? I think if they can get if they can get 7-11, I think that's a good season for them in the first year. I don't imagine them getting more than 7 wins, though. Like I said, they're going to have to work to get it. And right there, the defense, again, helping the offense out, but the offense got to produce some points eventually. They have not really helped the defense out today, so they're going to have to dig deep. The offense is, at least, and try to get some points on this drive. Eagles, Cowboys, Commanders, and Giants are all going to be good. I think they'll be good this year. They got a tough schedule, man. They really do. They get some easy games in the breaks and stuff, but, I mean, they got a pretty tough schedule right here, though. See, it was good for 42 right there. He stayed at home. I wanted to take it outside, but I had to cut it back in. All right, Scat, brother. My Mr. Scatty Boo-Hoo. We got to get you going, bro. They've done a very good job. We did not beat the Cowboys. The Cowboys beat us. Our first win was last week against the Titans. J-Mag, appreciate the follow, brother. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great night. Right here, trying to go to 500 with a win right here. But they're playing stingy run defense, forcing us to have to throw the ball, and we have not been very successful doing that today. That's why you see that we are currently down 13-7 late in the third quarter. And we're going to have to lock in right here and play some good ball. And that was an instant shed. He basically jumped over the offensive lineman. A very athletic play by the defensive tackle, but fortunately able to find somebody. Hey, bro, how's the new Madden this year? The features, the graphics, anything new? I didn't play it last year, so that's not really a good... I don't want to give you an answer to that just simply because I didn't really play last year. But yes, I am playing 27. I'm pretty happy with the game. It feels like it's a little bit slower than college football, but it always is. But I do feel like it's not. I feel like it's a good game. As far as sim goes against the CPU, it's pretty decent. Like I said, I haven't really played any there. Oh, my goodness, man. That's on me. I ran right into the tackler, bro. He had a lane. Could have drove a daggum truck through that. And I literally ran into the only defender right there. That's just bad user stick. There we go. RPO. Isaiah Likely get a block. Beautiful block. Likely going down the sideline and finally pushed out of bounds at the 21. I like the new college football better. Yeah, so if you're into like the fast-paced stuff, yeah, definitely that is your game. But if you're into a more like sim style that's like earn it, football knowledge kind of game, then Madden's going to be your game. I tried to hit him with a hezzy right there. Nice play by the defender, and they didn't get faked out. But a nice run by Dart as well as he picks up some yards on the ground right here. And the run game finally starting to get some life as he's going to shift people over. And that is going to be the third quarter. Put the 4s in the chats, guys. A touchdown right here would give us a 1-possession lead or a 1-point lead. We're getting close to Amazon running in the zone. What do you mean by that? 4. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wide receiver core. So Neighbors got hurt last week. He broke his ribs, so he's out for a couple weeks. So we got Odell, we've got Slayton, and we've got Calvin Austin right now, and then Likely. There we go. Scat. Let's rush back to the line of scrimmage right here. Like that defensive front. We'll see if we can keep them in it. Rush it a little bit faster. See if we can get the ball snapped before they can get set. And oh my gosh, man, you got to block a little bit better, Isaiah Likely. That's one thing you do sacrifice with Isaiah Likely. Not the best pass blocker. as he gets completely annihilated. And right here, 1 man to beat, 2 men to beat. It doesn't matter. Cam Scadaboo powering forward in the end zone for a touchdown. And we are going to take this game tied right here with an extra point. We'll take the lead. We're going to kick it straight through the uprights. Yes, sir. Did you see the game with Carolina? I didn't see it, but I saw the highlights. That was a crazy game, man. 2 of former interconference quarterbacks. I mean, Miami and Georgia Tech right there. And that was a crazy game, man. I hate I missed it, too. But yes, that was a good game. I'm going to go back and watch the full game. I've only seen a couple highlights on TikTok. Man, I got to quit trying to big hit on this game. All right, so let's get a stop right here. If we can stop them and then we can get the ball back, we would have control of this game. We could milk the clock down. They've got 5 rushes for 86 yards, though, so they've had a lot of success running the ball. But right there, good plays by the linebackers. The defensive line taking up the blocks, allowing those linebackers to kind of come down and fill those run gaps. So beautiful coverage down the field as we are able to stop the run. We're going to have to keep an eye on that, though, right here. Shift safety's too high, then drop. And so he's saying all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, there we go. Pressure right there. Edmonds able to get a play. And is Arvell Reese not even on the field? I don't think he is. I am interested to see how. Ooh, I tried to undercut it, man. Dadgummit. Watch the full game back. Beck was cooking. I did hear that. Now, a lot of people are like Beck, and now you got to remember this is preseason, and sometimes it does translate, but it doesn't always, because you got to think some of the guys they're throwing against are guys that probably are not going to be on an NFL roster. So that is something you got to kind of take into consideration. Nice swat right there, Kayvon. He's made a couple plays this game. That was a big play as well. They were saying Carson Bet was cheat. How was he cheating, bro? I mean, Haynes King was undrafted, and he looked like he should have been like a first-round draft pick. But that's what I'm saying, guys. You got to keep an eye on it. How was he cheating? Year 1. Or are you asking what year the game is? This is Madden 27, year 1 of our franchise. We are currently 2-1 with losses to the Cowboys and the Rams, but we all, God bless America. He goes to, okay, for now on, if it's 3rd down, you got to watch Marvin Harrison. That's who he's going to throw to every time. Every time. He's going to run an in-breaking route, and he's going to try to throw to him. And if you take that away, he doesn't throw the ball. It looks like he likes to throw to his favorite wide receiver. Shoot. I'm glad he didn't get that off. That would have been dangerous right there. Currently doing Colts franchise. How's that going for you? They didn't destroy. They beat us by 14. And really, they beat us by 14 because we threw a pick six trying to get the ball. We had like less than 50 seconds, so I was aggressive. They ended up getting a pick six, so we were only down 7. So the game was a lot closer than it looked. We just weren't able to get it done. Like I said, we had to play aggressive. We knew we didn't have a lot of time. We ended up throwing a pick six. So they beat us 28-14. Again, who did they throw to, Austin? Don't worry about the guy over the top. They're going to throw to him every time. Christian, man, appreciate the follow, brother. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great night. Trying to get a win right here, and they're going to hand the ball off and no running room, but he breaks a tackle and somehow still on his feet, finally going down. A tough earned 3 yards on the play right there. Tried to run it inside. Nothing was there. Was patient. Able to break a tackle. Bounced it to the outside. Makes something out of nothing right there, and here we go. Yep, there he is. Literally, that's all he's through to on this drive, man. We got to stop him. Where's he at? Where's he at? Wherever he's at, he's getting the ball. That's what I know. And it's going to be underneath routes. That's underneath crossing routes. So what we're going to do is we're going to find, give me a cover 2. Let's just go 3-4. Let's run this Tampa 2. I guess underneath, ultra aggressive. And let's freaking stop this. There we go. That's fine. If you want to run the ball, we will take that, but we got to be very careful right here. Jets, I got you, bro. Garrett Gray with the follow, man. Appreciate the follow, brother. Right here, gonna see if we can get it. They go with the screen, and beautiful play by the defender right there. Defeats the block. We're gonna call a timeout right here. So we got to start thinking about the clock as well. They can definitely take the lead with a field goal right here underneath. Ultra aggressive. Carter, bro, your job is to stand right here and wait on our buddy to get open right there. Not going to work. They go back to it right here. Call another timeout. And they're going to kick the field goal. So we're going to have one timeout, but we're going to have about we'll have a little bit over a minute right here. So it's going to be a big drive for Dart. Can he go down the field and get it done, guys? Let me know in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if we go down and get this win. Put a 2 if we choke it. You've obviously, guys that have been here through the whole thing, it does look like we could possibly choke it, but I got faith. Jerry Bear with the Jets, man. I feel you, man. Are you excited for this year? I feel like, I see some 1s and some 2s. All the guys that are putting 2s, I ain't even mad at you. I completely understand. We have been playing some doozies of a game. And we are going to have to throw the ball, which is going to be a little tricky right here. So we'll see what we can do. Let's run it like this. There we go. Get out of bounds. That's what I'm saying. All we need is 3, though. So we ain't got to be super aggressive right here. As long as we can use the sidelines to our advantage. Obviously, we can take deep shots. We just got to be Odell back for the Giants. Yes, yes, he is. Let's run it like this. There we go. Tracy, get out of bounds. Let's go. I think we got a good shot, guys. I'm not going to lie. Appreciate the roses. Is it Piccolo? Piccolo? If I'm saying that wrong, I apologize, man. But thank you so much for the gifts. I greatly appreciate it, man. For real. Big drive right here, though, guys. We got to get it done. We only got 1 timeout. Would love to save that so we can get the field goal. And right there, look at that. We may not even need a field goal. Tavon or Calvin Austin. I'll get it right eventually. With a nice play. My age showing with that one. All right, so now we can kind of slow it down, figure out what we want to do. We got 55 seconds left. Let's go with an RPO. I don't think they're going to be in man coverage. Piccolo? I don't know the instrument, bro. Isaiah Lockley going down the sideline, and they were expecting a deep pass. We got them the same way they got us earlier in the game with the screen where they were able to get the touchdown right there. Giants still suck. They do, bro. They do. Milk some clock. You're right. You're right. I was worried that we weren't going to have enough clock, but we're going to have plenty of clock right here, so you're right. They got to call some timeouts too. That's why we're trying to rebuild them, man. Piccolo. My Alabama education, not super great. There you go. I could have scored right there, but I don't want to. Yeah. IDK, what team to rebuild? Any ideas? I mean, the Cardinals is a team. Honestly, I feel like the hardest team is going to be the Dolphins. They like completely nuked that team. There we go, scat. There we go. That's fine, baby. That is fine. Go down right there. And no more timeouts, if I'm not mistaken. Don't get in the end zone. There we go. There we go. 3rd and goal. So now this is pretty much, you know, we can do whatever we want. We're going to go back to this ISO right here. And if we don't get it, we'll call our timeout and we will kick the field goal for the win. Let's see. Snap it at 5. And we get in the end zone. All the guys that doubted. Let's go. I'm starting Carson Beck. I don't blame you at all. I don't care what team. Yeah, Saints. The Saints are pretty good. I did Raiders because Mendoza. But I was thinking Falcons. Yeah, you can do the Falcons. Trying to think of another team. Jets. You could do the Jets. Let's go is right, guys. So we started out 0-2, And as long as we don't give up something super crazy right here, it looks like we could go to 2, finish the night 2-0, so we get right back to 500, and that's really a good spot to be in right here. Don't let them get nothing crazy, and that is going to be the game, and the Giants going to get a win. You can beat the Browns. We'll see. We'll see. So that is going to be the game, man. So we started out 0-2. Now we're 2-0 in the last 2 weeks. And now we have an opportunity. We're back into it, man. That is huge. We definitely needed that. So let's see what we got going right here. We'll see who we got next week. Francis, definitely want to upgrade him. Let's get his pass protecting up a little bit more. I know he's a guard, but still, we're going to eventually move him to the outside. And then the rest of these we will auto upgrade really quickly. And we will advance. Okay, we'll hold it right here. So we got the Commanders next week. So we're going to go ahead and end the live right now, guys. Thank you so much for all the support. Thank you for coming in here, all the follows, all the gifts and stuff, guys. We'll be live again tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we will be picking up where we left off, guys. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Oh, division standings right there. There's the division standings.